This your boy, the boy, the juice. Big welcomes those of you guys tuning in. It looks like we already got 300 people ready to lock and load here for some Nancy Guthrie discussion. Big welcomes, guys. I appreciate you guys waiting. Appreciate you guys tuning in here on this fine Thursday afternoon, going into the evening. It's actually fairly windy out here. Pretty windy. Uh, uh, well, first off, I wanted to thank you guys all for the Amazon gifts. I brought up the ones that came today, and I also posted it on X. Unfortunately, I don't have all of you guys on X, and it doesn't tell me the names for those that did send the Amazon list or gifts. Uh, but I didn't bring my ice chest today, but I will be bringing it tomorrow and starting to use that thing more this weekend. I think we'll probably spend a little bit more time here, so it'll be definitely necessary. And I wanted to thank Susan again for stopping by yesterday and giving me the gifts and just expressing her love and also just giving me positive energy and positive words. So much love to Susan. You made my day yesterday. It was a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'm pretty sure today will be the same. We got our ant spray. Got the bag with us. I'm a little light today because we came a little later than I wanted to. But we're here at a decent time. It's almost 5 o'clock. We're back at Nancy's, and we'll talk today. We'll just talk, and we'll just keep discussing this case. Keep on at it, guys. We'll keep on discussing it, and putting our words and information together, and coming up with whatever it takes to bring Nancy home and find the perp. Criminal Network was supposed to come out here today. I don't know if he's still going to come out here, but and I thought he would keep me here because he usually does when he says he's coming out. So man, Criminal, if you're out there, we're waiting for you, man. We're waiting for you. Shout out Criminal Network. Couple flowers knocked down. We'll pick those up here. I noticed nothing. I didn't notice anything off at all, really, coming back except for that sign. Remember that sign was up yesterday. It's really not all that windy, but maybe I'm overthinking it, and it's windy enough for the signs to fall off at some point. I'm guessing. Thank you guys all for the Amazon wish list gifts. Though I just wanted to say, if you're wondering what this is right here, this is a fan to keep me cool, which is crazy. It got like 3 levels to it, and right now it's on level 1. But I think we'll be here a little bit into the night, guys. So we got a lot of time to have a discussion and share things amongst one another. Um, Unfortunately, we're gonna have to live with the mice that we've been encountering lately. There's been a lot of mouse around here, and this is what the wildlife is like. Some people say, I shouldn't. I'm definitely not what do you call it, a native, because I've been here all my life, and I'm just not used to this stuff. I think it depends on where you live, as far as you being used to these type of things you encounter out here. I've had mice at one point in time in one of the homes that I've lived in, but I've never really encountered mouse outside, which is kind of weird. But I guess we all know that's pretty much where they come from, right? And then also the tarantula. We ran into a tarantula twice, 2 nights in a row for the most part. We've ran into some tarantulas too. So anyway, guys, for the wish list, please send me an email so that way when I post it on X, I can share your name, because it doesn't tell me who got the gift. So if you could send me an email, if you could find the email, let me know. That way I can share your name once I post it. Otherwise, I'm just kind of just saying, hey, thanks for the gift, and I'm not really saying who got it. I know not everyone cares if their name is put out there based on the gifts that you've gotten for me on Amazon. So just wanted to put that out there real quick. Uh, for the sign here, there is a sign over there. It's knocked down. or it's the wind blew it down or something like that. But remember last night on the way back, we were walking back, and the signs that were up originally, which I think that were the signs we looked at on the way when we did the night walk, that sign was up yesterday, and so was the other one. I'm assuming the wind just blew it off, and they're just really not planted on the thing very well. So we won't fix that sign though, because that's the no parking sign, and we're definitely not. We don't agree with the parking sign. Okay, so we're not messing with that. If that wants to blow all the way down the street, let it go all the way down the street. We don't care about those parking signs. In fact, I just can't wait till they take them down because they can't last forever. Anyways, guys, before we sit down and have a discussion here, I wanted to say a quick prayer. I think we should start by saying a quick prayer. I think we should start actively doing more prayers in regards to Nancy, and I think that'll help. It's crazy, man. It's just crazy. It just never gets old. Every time I come here, it just hits me a different way. It just hits me in a different way. Poor Nancy. Come on home, Nancy. Come on home. I want to let the wind go down just a bit because I don't know if you guys are having a hard time hearing me with all this wind, but I'll try to get closer to the mic so you guys can hear me. I don't have a windsock yet, so eventually we won't have to deal with all this wind. Having a hard time hearing me. Nah, I think we good. I think we're okay sound wise, anyways. Big welcomes those of y'all tuning in. I'll say hello to those in the chat, by the way. Welcome, guys. I appreciate you guys tuning in here. Welcome, folks. Welcome, folks. Again, just to remind you guys, I'm not the best at prayers, but if it would help if I continue to pray every day for Nancy, the Guthrie family, and whoever else is involved with the case, including us. So just keep in mind, bear with me if we stumble on some words here, just because it's something I got to progress at. But I think that's one thing that I could be thankful for from Nancy is the fact that I'm doing something that I don't do enough or consistently. And it starts here. It starts here. So, I mean, that's one positive way to really look at it. But anyway, I just want to bow our heads for just a moment, say a quick prayer in regards to Nancy. If you're at home, you like prayer, and you feel like it is necessary, feel free to join me here. Dear Heavenly Father, I just wanted to start by saying thank you for blessing me with wonderful people that are a big part of this channel. Thank you for blessing me with the opportunity to bring awareness to this case. And us as a whole, help Nancy and the Guthrie family. I pray that you continue to watch over us all. I pray that you continue to give us all strength to continue to fight to find Nancy. Give us patience as we all uh, uh, desperately want this to be and whoever is behind this all, you know what happened here. For the Guthrie family, let's pray for the perp or people involved. Let's pray for Sheriff Nanos. Help us continue to dig deeper and send a message for answers, justice, and simply closure. Uh, in dear Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Well, let's walk over here, sit down, and talk about a couple things. So someone got me a neck. It's a phone holder necklace type of thing. You kind of strap it around your shoulders and chest. And whoever got that, I just wanted to say thank you because that was a really good item, and we will definitely be using it. We finally got a mic, folks. We finally got a mic. The mic will probably be used for videos mainly. We'll use it here and there through the live sessions. However, it's going to be difficult because the mics. I hope this is if this is the type of mic, we're going to try it right now. But I haven't got to try it yet because I was such in a rush and just trying to get my thoughts together for the live here, and I wanted to use the mic, but I'll do it tonight. It's not a rush. We'll start using the stuff that people have been sending that I find very necessary for the channel. Um, and I think I brought most of it. We got a power pad. I just wanted to say thank you for the power pad. This thing looks like it's going to be awesome because this one is different than them all. It's got a, a plug-in that goes into the actual my big power bank, the Jackery, which is right here. Shout out to the person who got this. All you guys did this for me. I can't even believe it. It's crazy. You guys did this for me, and I tell you guys all the time. You don't have to donate. You don't have to send me anything. This was everyone's idea, and I'm highly blessed to have you guys all. And I know this doesn't have nothing to do with really Nancy, but it helps me stay here. It helps me maintain. It goes a long way, folks. This guy plugs into here, and it's a power bank that gives me more cords, which is great because we have all type of things plugged up, folks. You wouldn't even believe it. But the phone is constantly charging. The fan is on the phone. We got our other device here that needs to stay charged so that way I'm able to see the chat. And a couple other things too, but like lights and sort. But yeah, thank you for whoever got this because this is going to be great. I'm going to plug it into that guy, and then I'll have a lot more cords to use, which I do need more cords because I only have two. I have three, but all of them are different except for two. So that's going to be great. With the microphone, I want to try that, but I don't know if I'll do that here because I don't want to mess up the sound here at all by turning on the Bluetooth because I think that's what it goes through. We did get a vest. Thanks to Sue Ellen. Sue Ellen got us a vest, and this one doesn't have a light, so I'll be using this one too. This one I like a little bit better because it kind of goes with everything, although it does not light up. I could care less though. So we'll go back and forth between them. The other one mainly for night, this one during the daytime, which I'll put this one on because I gotta have this vest on here, and I appreciate you guys all caring about my safety out here at Nancy's, knowing there's a lot of cars that drive by quite fast, and some you would be surprised on purpose come very close to hitting us. You guys are spoiling me like crazy. I don't deserve half of this stuff, man. I'm telling you guys right now. Let me get the mic. I just wanted to show the mic real quick. I told you guys I'd give you guys a shout out for any of those who do give gifts. Like it doesn't really matter, um, but I have to tell you guys how much I appreciate you all. So I can't wait to try this. But again, I think it plugs into the phone, so I won't be able to do it today again. But this is a microphone that someone got us. Thanks a lot. And again, I don't know some of you guys' names because it doesn't tell me who got it. Um, but thank you for the microphone. I truly appreciate it. Again, I did post it on X for those of you guys to see it that did make the purchase, and I wanted to give all you guys a shout out as well. But thank you guys all. I'm going to continue on here. get my hat on so the bugs don't fly all in my face. And the vest I'm putting on right now. It's just a black vest, guys. The basic black vest, nothing crazy. Let's get this thing on real quick. There's bugs in my hair. Because of my light, the bugs just go all over my head like crazy. So it's good to have this guy on. We're good. We are good. Thanks to Susan, we got the bug spray. So we sprayed that thing like crazy. We're good. We're good. We are good. Thank you guys all again. I'm gonna sit my bag right here, just right here beside me. Just a regular black vest though, nothing crazy. We got something great for the walks when we decide to walk around or whatever we decide to do anywhere. I think this weekend we might go up to the sheriff's station and we might be walking around there and hopefully maybe we'll encounter the sheriff. I don't think he'll be there on the weekend though. I'm only assuming that Nanos would have weekends off when we do visit the sheriff department this weekend, JLR and a couple others dragging along. But this thing goes around your neck here. I think criminal has one of these. Put it over your head, and then you just put the phone here, and then the phone just becomes like a body camera. Thank you for whoever got this. We're definitely using that. Uh, I think criminal uses it like when he goes door to door and he doesn't want to have like the camera all in somebody's face, which is great. So I'll probably be using that a lot. So I think that'll be good. And then it's like a first person view. You can kind of just see everything I'm doing. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. So many things to come for the channel. It's insane, and I'm enjoying it, guys. I'm enjoying it. Best believe I will be using all of this stuff somehow, some way. I'll put that away, man, and I want to have a conversation with you. I just wanted to say thank you guys all. Let's switch this around here. Look at the lovely memorial site there. Hope a snake doesn't creep up behind us while we're talking. And we're good. Big welcomes those of y'all tuning in. By the way, shouts Debbie tuning in here. What's up, Debbie, Chrissy, Sherry, Wendy? Welcome. Good to see you guys. Wendy says, "Love the thank you, Tuber Banner, listing all your names that one of the JLR members did. A great dedication to you all. I didn't see that. Send me that, please. I would love to repost that too. Man, you guys don't understand how powerful you guys and how much you guys do for us and make it that much easier for us as well. And you guys help us the utmost. It's crazy. I think Criminal sent me a message. He said, uh, Criminal Network just sent me a message. He said he's sorry he couldn't make it and that he'd be here tomorrow. That's his word. Hey, it's all right, man. We know things come up. It's all good. We'll catch you. Excellent, bro. No worries. Shout out Criminal Network. We appreciate you, man. Can't believe you have so many people tune in, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Cheryl, welcome. We love you and all you're doing and a fantastic job keeping us informed. I'm trying, folks. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of updates. Brian Ensign had a report today. He sat down and talked to Hines, which was, I think, a good conversation. Although it was pretty much the same old thing from Hines as I expected. Um, Recess, I appreciate the $5 super chat. Praying for Nancy return and asking for a miracle that she is found alive. Amen. Great job, Juice. Thank you from Reese Scarlett. Much love. The faithful servant is looping a great video of clips from day 1 to 40 days, and we'll be doing more. Wow, nice. Aylin, big welcomes, by the way. Big welcomes. Shout out my girlfriend tuning in. She said, let's all hit the like button for Juice. Gabrielle Banks, that is. Wouldn't be anywhere else. I got yard moved early just to be here. Man, come on, Chrissy. I appreciate that. Or is it? I think it's Chris. I want to say, let's just say Chris. I don't want to say the name wrong. I feel like I'm always saying that name wrong. Hey, Tori Birch, big welcomes. I appreciate the love and support. Venue, is it venue? Venue. Thank you for becoming a member of the channel. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the squad. Adrian, thanks a lot. I appreciate the $10 super chat. She says, hey, chat, good to see you all. Stay safe, Jews. Thanks for all you're doing. Love from Adrian, Scotland. Much love. I appreciate you a lot, Adrian. Hey, Frankie, what's up? Lane, Branton, how you doing? Tony, what's up? What's happening? Thanks for the love. Gentlemen, trust me, I know I have been a bartender for 40 years. We love you, Juice. You're such a gentleman. Read that backwards, but thank you. Sadie, good to see you. Susan, good evening. Good evening. We are doing well this evening. Thanks for that. Thanks for asking, Susan. Much love. Hey, Tammy, Boppers. Welcome, Boppers. Maiden Dog, good to see you back. I just wanted to say hello to most of you guys tuning in. I know I can't get to you all, but hello, guys. Cutie Tessie, welcome in, guys. Welcome. Shout out to all my members tuning in here. I appreciate you guys continuing to watch the channel, continuing to be a member. Jeanette, Tory Beach, much love, guys. Delightful, delightfully Dawn. Welcome, Brenda Walsh. Man, everybody tuning in, guys. I appreciate the love and support. I appreciate everybody coming and hanging out to have a conversation with me here outside of Nancy's. Much love, guys. It's a beautiful day. It's really not bad out here at all. So I think I was just kind of thinking earlier, and I was kind of asking myself, I'm like, what's different about this case? A lot of things are. But the one thing that really resonated in my mind was the fact that normally when you have a police call or a 911 call, that 911 call would be public. Gunn says, we don't know where Tommaso is now. Nobody in the family helps. Guilty as hell. Oh, man. We need to bring Nancy home. I agree, Christine. Yeah. And that's one thing I was going to talk about, too, is Tommaso and Annie. And I think, well, obviously that phone call, that 911 call revolves around them because according to sources, Annie is the one who made the call. Not only that, I think the 911 call surrounds the timeline. So I wanted to talk about the timeline today as well. I know some people don't agree with the timeline, which we all don't. We all think that the timeline is off, but there are some factual things that are in the timeline. I put the timeline up a couple days ago, and people were saying that, oh, that's not the right timeline. Even if I had an old timeline, the timeline won't change with the facts that we do know based on the timeline. Those won't change. Now, others who have seen timelines that are like speculation, those are obviously changed because they're not legitimate timelines. Uh, a lot of people when they speculate on the timeline, it's just surrounding a certain time. It doesn't really say the exact time. Gotta love Monk. He's been great though. I know I watched him earlier, and he was talking about the fact that there was a 50-minute gap between the time that Nancy's church reached out to them and the time that they arrived here at Nancy's. And that time, according to sources, was 11:56 a.m. was the time that the family checks on Nancy. Whether it was a call, whether it was them arriving, I really don't know. But I'm assuming that they checked when they say they checked on Nancy was them arriving here at the house. But we'll start with January 31st. Based on the timeline at 5:32, Nancy went to the local family's house, which was Annie and Tommaso's house. And we know at 9:48 p.m., family drops Nancy off at home, and then the garage door opens upon arrival. Reports show that the garage door opened at 9:48 and closed at 9:50 p.m. 2 minute gap in between it opening and closing. We know the time of the doorbell camera disconnecting, and supposedly that is 1:47 a.m. And then the software detects a person on camera at 2:12 a.m., but no video available. Now we know at 2:28 a.m. the pacemaker app disconnected from the phone, leading up to that 11:56 hours later of the family checking on Nancy at 11:56. We don't know for sure that the time, but it reports that the church reached out to Annie and Tommaso or the family and said that she missed church, a virtual church. We all know Nancy did church at a friend's house through some type of online thing. Don't know if that was what do you call it? I don't know if that was through Zoom or what app. I don't think that even matters what app she did through. But it states that around 11 and not a specific time that the church reached out to the family, letting them know that she missed church. And it says that I'm only assuming that church must be at 9 in the morning or it started at 11. I don't even know what time her church session starts. So I don't know how long the church waited until they reached out to the family. But according to what was said, it seems like the church reached out right away. What made them assume that her missing church was suspicious? We don't know. I feel like somebody would reach out later rather than right away. But maybe it was odd because Nancy really is not someone who misses church, and I would only assume that because she seems like a very godly person. She seems like she's very religious, and you see that in Savannah. And I think that's one thing we can say she passed down to her children. But this may be important because when we're talking about that 50-minute gap, if there's really that 50-minute gap between the time that they called the family, the church, and the time that they went and checked on Nancy. And I'm kind of glad that Monk brought that up because, well, really, originally the interview room was the one who brought that up. But the fact that he brought that up, I think it just makes things a whole lot more interesting. So, got Sue Ellen passing by right here. see if she waves. Not today, Sue Ellen. Not today. She didn't wave today. Come on, Sue Ellen. I swear she was going on a date yesterday. I know she was going on a date because she was all dressed up, looking nice, ready to go somewhere. Maybe she had an important meeting or something. It's not my business. I was just saying. Guys, thanks for the love and support. I see some super chats here as I'm ranted away. Uh, is that is it Cali girl? I want to say it's supposed. Is it? Oh, I can't pronounce that. I'm so bad with these names. Thank you so much. I want to say. I want to say that's supposed to kind of say Cali. I don't know. Uh, Kelua? Kelua? I don't know. I'm so bad with these names. Thanks for the $50 super chat. She says, "You're a good man, Juice. Keep being you." I'm trying. I am trying. I am trying, folks. I appreciate the love and I appreciate you motivating me to keep doing me. Much love. Much love, folks. Missing Arizona, appreciate the $10 super chat. She says, Chris TRR has a source there in Pima, and it has been confirmed they arrived at 11 a.m. and not 11:56. He talked about it on Sunday night. Are you pertaining to the time that they arrived here, or are you talking about because from what I just read earlier, that was the time. It was around 11 that the church reached out to the family. Sources say that they arrived here at 11:56 to check on Nancy. It doesn't really state whether they actually arrived or they reached out trying to get a hold of Nancy, but I'm assuming that that was the time that they're saying that they actually arrived here at Nancy's house. Sue is gone. We can sit in the middle of the street. Yeah, we probably don't want to do that. She probably won't be gone for long. She's probably just going to the store real quick. 56 minutes to drive 4 miles. Right. And the reason why I'm bringing it up as well is because it almost seems like they hesitated to even come here, knowing that it sounds like to me, and I'm not saying that they were, but it seems like there's a possibility that they were trying to gather their thoughts and pretty much stick with whatever they had planned. Because if someone reaches out to me and they're telling me my mom is missing, I'm going to jump up so fast and rush over here to my mother's house as soon as possible. And I'm going to guarantee you right now, it's not going to take me 50 minutes to get to my mom's. I don't care where we are in Tucson. Anything across town here, if you live here, you're a local here, you know that to get across town, especially during that time. So, yeah, right now it would be difficult to get across town in 30 minutes. But I'm telling you right now, anywhere in Tucson, from one end of the town to another, it takes about 30 minutes to get to the other side of town, anywhere you go. So if I'm far west and I'm going far east, roughly 30 to 35 minutes is what it's going to take. 4 miles is typically 10, 12 minutes when we're talking about distance between Nancy's house and Annie's house. That is, and it depends on how you drive as well. If you're a speeder, then you're going to get here in less time. And if you're not and you just kind of do the speed limit, then yeah, that's the normal time is what it takes. It's, you know, based on what the map says when you put it in from here to from Nancy's to Annie's. Yeah, that's what it's pretty much going to take. But I'm a speeder. And I'm dang sure for sure gonna speed if my mother is missing or abducted. But obviously, we know that in the beginning they were led to believe that it was a just simply pretty much a missing person or a possible missing person. Man, you guys are insane with the super chats already. We just got started. Much love, guys. Kentucky Girl says, "Do you think Tommaso was involved?" I think there's a possibility, although I don't. I'm not certain that he was actually involved. I think there's a possibility, and I think most of the majority of the world is still. They still. We a lot of us still think that Tommaso and Annie are somehow tied to this. But personally, I really can't say that they were involved. There's just not enough information for me to really just 100% truly believe that they were somehow involved. Cheryl, thank you so much for the power bank. I truly appreciate that. And the neck fan, thanks a lot. I truly appreciate it. Much love. My goodness. I knew it was someone that I've interacted with in the chat, and I just couldn't I couldn't put it together. But thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Wow, you guys are wonderful, wonderful people. Sherry says there's too many potential suspects. I agree, and they all look very similar to the perp, which is crazy. It made it very difficult for all of us because everyone that we've lined up with the perp at Nancy's front door looked like the perp. They all had very similar features. And it's almost like sometimes we're like, you know what? I think this person made sure he looked like a normal person, like someone who would look like a lot of people. It almost like it's almost like, did they think of this? You know, and I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure they didn't. But it's just crazy to see how much people line up with the perp. Heck, I might even line up with the perp, and we're not even nowhere near to the close to the same nationality. I mean, that's just it's just crazy. It's crazy to see how many people really look similar to the perp. But I think that we're starting to understand certain things about this guy on Nancy's Ring camera. We're starting to understand what to look for. We deserve a profile from law enforcement, and we're taking it upon ourselves. Little do we know it. We're painting a picture here for ourselves, folks. We are. We're building our own profile amongst each other, believe it or not, because we're starting to understand more of what to look for. And that's one thing that would be important for law enforcement to do to help the community based on what we need to look for alone. But as time goes on, the more people that are put right next to the perp that are potentially suspects, it's gotten easier for us to look past those people and not sit here and dwell on whether or not we think that's them or not. We've gone back with certain people, don't get me wrong, and Luke is one of them. And I've said it before, I'm not letting go of the fact that Luke, it might be a possibility that Luke could still be the person that was at Nancy's front door that night or part of this in some way. However, I'm not sure. Adrian, I appreciate the $10 super chat. Thanks so much. She says, I promise you, I'm all the way over here in Scotland, UK, and I go to the supermarket and park, and Fierce Sue Ellen is going to walk up behind me and ask why I'm parked here. She is everywhere. That's too funny. I'm assuming a Prius just came next to you not too long ago or something like that in the parking lot. Much love, Adrian. Donna says she just watched a video saying that and it said that it was Tommaso Cioni Dominic Evans, and a third person we don't know. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And I could honestly say, whoever we put together right now with what we have, that it makes sense. It's a possibility. It's a high possibility. I truly believe there's more than one person, and whoever the one person was, I think at some point in time, and I think it was Made in the Dark who brought it to my attention. At some point in time, they needed help, and whoever it was that led the way and really wanted to do this at some point in time, when they were here at Nancy's, they went and got help, or they already had the help here. 1K likes already, and we're just getting started. 2,000 people tune in here outside of Nancy's. This is crazy. Much love, guys. Much, much love. Esther says, "Hey, Justin, you for all you do. Thank you for all you do. I appreciate that, Esther. Much love. I appreciate the love and support." 3 is dangerous. Can they keep their mouth shut? I think we question that a lot. And if there is 3, it seems like it so far. Although we know we still got a lot of time. We still got a lot of time. Yeah, Sue Ellen is not bad, guys. So I know there's some things that we didn't like that she's done, based on her patrolling the parking here in the neighborhood. But she seems like she's a nice person, so I'm not gonna overlook that. I think she's probably a really great person. Nola girl, I like the comment. She says, "I have 99 questions about this case." Don't we all? My goodness, don't we all? Janae says Houston was an online church service from New York, and it started at 9 a.m. Arizona time. Got you, got you. Nancy was meant to go to her friend's house to watch it, but she didn't show up. So right after church, because church service is normally 2 hours, pretty much right after church ended, they reached out to the family questioning why Nancy may have missed church, or why she did miss church that day. So I'm assuming her service probably ends around 11, if not a little bit before. Thanks for that information. You can't remember. There's so many things that went on in this case. You can't really remember everything that you read. It's so many things to try to keep in mind, but times are very difficult to remember them all. The church service was 1 hour. That's all. So Nancy goes to church at 9 a.m. Supposedly supposed to go to church, but misses church. Church ends at 10. From reports, they reach out around 11 o'clock to the family, letting them know that Nancy went missing. Or that Nancy, I'm sorry, that Nancy didn't show up to church. Then 50 something minutes later, the family comes here and checks on Nancy. What took so long? Why did they wait 50 something minutes to check on Nancy? And we don't know exactly what time around 11. Okay, we're just assuming. I'm just assuming that it was a 50-minute gap from the time that they reached out and the time that they got here. True BU says the family was there at 11. So that timeline is incorrect based on the timeline. That timeline is incorrect. Jennifer says, I don't think she made it home from Tommaso's. Interesting. And you know what's else is kind of crazy? Every time we go by Tommaso's, because I've been by there about 2, 3 times now, because a couple people had requested that I drive by there. Not only that, Criminal Network was just there next last week, and no one's home. No one appears to be home. Why aren't they home? How do they have the funds to live somewhere else right now if they're financially struggling? Did somebody donate to them or something? Who knows? Are they or is somebody letting them stay at their house? I heard it took them 50 minutes to call 911. Yeah, I honestly believe the timeline. I don't know who corrected that timeline, but someone's saying that they corrected the timeline somehow, some way, and the family arrived here at 11 a.m. I don't know if I agree with that though. I don't know if that's true. But why are they hiding? If you're innocent and you have nothing to hide, what are you hiding from? Are they simply just hiding from the fact that everyone believes, for the most part, a majority of the world believes that it's Annie and Tommaso that have something to do with it? Is that why they're hiding? Because I can't think of any other reason why they would be God knows where. Is it the YouTubers that hang out in front? Because there hasn't been very much activity media wise, regardless. But I just know that every single time, I think this is the person that visits and comes and waters the flowers. Is this him? Oh no, it's not him. I thought it was him. But at all the times, I just know that I've went by and you know, criminal network going by there. They have not been home. They are not home. I know that for a fact. They're not home. I've been by several times. The lights are all off, and I've gone by a reasonable time for lights to be on. It was not too late for lights to be on. We know they're not in bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock. No one goes to bed normally that early, and if they do, and there's 3 people living in the house, usually one person is still up. And I could be wrong. I guess the lights just are always off when you go by Eddie and Tommaso's at night. I guess, but I guarantee you they're not home, and they haven't been. So I'm assuming with us visiting several times and seeing that the fact that no one's home, that right now they don't even live there. Jennifer says, I don't know about AZ, but her life insurance policy don't go through will or yeah, I think it still applies here. I think that would still apply. I don't know where you're from or what applies there. But I think who's ever in her will as far as her insurance policy, and I don't know for sure, but I'm only assuming, that that will still kick in. I don't know if they'll get the amount that they're expecting, but I think that still applies. Interview room confirmed it 1,000%. Chris said they were at her house at 11. Yeah, but Chris has been wrong a couple of times. So I can't really say, and I don't know where Chris from the interview room is getting his information based on the fact that they arrived there. And Chris is not in control of the timeline. The FBI is. Law enforcement is control of that. They know the facts behind the timeline. So I don't know how Chris from the interview room was able to confirm that. I do understand based on Jay Mary's comments. She says, "Juicer, lives are in danger or getting death threats, and that might be the reason they don't want people to know their whereabouts." I understand that. I do. And I couldn't imagine what they're going through right now. I can't. But I just think, that's another thing that also makes this case not normal because normally even the person that everyone's suspicious about at some point in time speaks out or share their story at least once before they go quiet. They've been quiet, not a peep, nothing. We haven't heard Tommaso say a single word, not one. He hasn't even tried to help at all, nothing. We all make mistakes, though. I know Chris has made a couple mistakes. I just don't know how he was able to get that timeline or that time. There is, and that's the problem, Kuhneberger. There is a lot of mis, there's a lot of confusing information. I agree. So windy out here. What a nice day. Mara says he cussed out the YouTubers. I think she's talking about Tommaso. Yeah, I think he got pretty upset with Mark the Shark at one point in time. That's the only guy that I think has really encountered Tommaso literally in person. But I still think that I understand they're going through a lot. They could be at risk with their lives, but you can't hide. And you know the saying, you can run, but you can't hide. Someone knows where they're at. Someone knows where they're hiding. And I just think it's really suspicious that they're just kind of hiding. And not only that, I just don't think that them doing that is helping them. But silence does speak volumes sometimes, both ways, positive and in negative ways. So, I mean, they could be doing the right thing. Maybe they're not by staying quiet and not saying anything. But I think it could be helpful to some people if they were to speak out. At the time in the beginning, not knowing what went on or what was going on, because a lot of us really didn't. We were all trying to figure it out. And I think it might have been February 4th when they put out it was February 4th, I believe, when Savannah and her siblings released a video pleading for their mother's safe return. And I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that video and I saw Annie in that video, it just looked to me like she was trying to cry, but she couldn't. There were moments at times where it looked like she was really, really crying, but there were also some suspicious moments too at the same time where it just seemed like she was purposely trying to grieve and she just couldn't get it out. And grief just comes. You don't try to. Everyone grieves differently, but I'm not grief. Crying. Crying just comes when you're grieving, or when when you're emotional. You don't just try to cry. And that's what I observed when I saw that video when they were doing that. Uh, when they were when they reached out to the public, pleading for their mother's safe return. But to sum it all up, February 1st was the day the camera disconnected and the pacemaker disconnected, and then later that morning she was reported missing after she failed to go to church. Then on the second, sheriff department officially announced that they're investigating her disappearance as a kidnapping and abduction. February 3rd, they tested the blood on the porch and then it came back as Nancy's. And then that ransom letter came demanding it in Bitcoin through local media and TMZ. February 5th, skip February 4th because we just brought that up. Was when the FBI offered that $50,000 reward, and then after that, at certain times it started to go up. And then Savannah obviously offered the $1 million on top of her 50,000 or her $500,000 donation to some kid's hospital or something like that. After they checked on Nancy, which was supposedly 11:56, some people are saying 11 o'clock. They called the police at 12:03 p.m., and that's what it reports. Sue Ellen is back. Shortly after calling the police, it's showing that it was 12 minutes after that. After they called the police arrived here at 12:15 p.m. 12:15. Chris is saying 11. That is crazy. Where did he get that though? We can't just take Chris's word for it. Chris has to present that. He has to be able to prove that it's a fact that they got here at 11 o'clock. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Nano said 11 a.m. twice. Did he say 11 or did he say around 11? I know Chris has a lot of background experience based on him being a prior police officer at one point in time. I thought dispatch said 12:45, right? Is what Tracy said in the chat. Guys, go look at the timeline. Check out the timeline. Uh, but make sure you're looking at the timeline that surrounds the factual times, not the times that are because there are timelines out there that are based on speculation. They're not real legitimate timelines. Laurel said, "Did you get get a good light?" I did. I really did. If you're talking about my lights that I got. Chris is careful when he makes statements. I do believe him. Joy says, "Hey, if everyone's taking Chris' words for it, or some people, maybe he is right." Julie says arrived at house at 11:56. Based on the timeline, they arrived at the house at 11:56. That's what I'm taking from the timeline. Yeah, definitely a lot cooler. Kuna Burger. It feels real good out here. It's still hot, but it feels good. And thanks to Cheryl, I got this fan around my neck, so it's keeping me cool too. I got a nice little breeze around my neck, so that's keeping me cool. Also, is actually I'm gonna turn the fan up a bit, get some more breeze going on here. Psychic says when they get the perp and it isn't the family or Luke, I hope y'all are all big enough to apologize to these people. Indeed, indeed, we will if we truly if you're really stern on who you think it is, you owe the family an apology. For those that really think it's Eddie and Tommaso, but I always try to make it clear I don't know that it's them or not. I know that there's a lot of suspicions surrounding Annie and Tommaso. I do know that. And no one's going to overlook that because they went back to Annie and Tommaso's house so many times. They went back, and went back again. So there's a reason why they went back. There's a reason why it led up to them going and visiting Annie and Tommaso's home so many times. There are certain things that happened during the time that media was there too, like the coyotes raising a lot of people's suspicion when they were making all that howling noises. When I think in the beginning when JLR was there, I think he was the one who recorded all that noise. Hey, love you too, Ruby. Much love. I'm staying as close as I can to the phone so you guys can hear me on the mic. We're good. Uh, so, and I think somebody's asking about the Amazon thing or whatever. I'll try to update it as we're on here, but it's like I said, it's tough. It should be good though. I don't know why people have so many issues with it. But it's not too crazy windy. Like it's windy off and on. It's not like just super windy. It's not like consistently windy out here, so we're good. It's not too crazy. Could you pin your email address? Yeah, we'll do. Could definitely do that while we're live for sure. That's easy. Feel free to email me, folks, and if we got something interesting, I'll share it with everyone else. It's nice to get all these emails and people reaching out, trying to help, and you guys been more 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 than enough help based on the emails and things that you guys have brought to my attention. You guys have been more than helpful. And if you reach out through email and you want me to send anything through emails that you're looking for in the information box, which is under the description of the video, feel free to do that, and I can easily send it through there. I'll try to check my email here and there throughout the live. So just be patient, though. I can't check it the entire time. So, but frequently I will look at the email throughout the live here. Angie says, I hope they thank all the streamers and searchers out there. I agree. Shout out Patriot Pride if they're in the building. Much love. I appreciate you guys tuning back in tonight, by the way. Patriot Pride in the building. Much love. And I'll continue to remind you guys to make sure y'all go subscribe to Patriot Pride. They're doing an awesome job supporting and delivering information surrounding the Nancy Guthrie case. So make sure you guys go check them out. That channel is awesome. Love the channel. Yes, indeed. Trying to get copy and paste something just real quick here so I can update something here in the description here. But I'll get back to that in a second. Hey, I appreciate the hydrated Freedom Eagle. Much love, Freedom Eagle. That was cool. So Brian Intent reported today that Danos got upset at one of the assessors because they were talking to the FBI. He also said that you shouldn't, like, one of the assessors had told Nanos that he shouldn't be getting upset while we have somebody missing. It's just crazy how personal this guy was when it has nothing to do. It's not even about him. He should be fired for that alone. Like, we're trying to find Nancy, and here we are trying to get something resolved with the sheriff, investigating the sheriff. He's going to be investigated, by the way. But pretty much for the most part, he already has amongst the people because everyone digged up his history quick. But I just think it's so crazy. It never gets old. It's just frustrating knowing that this case has had, if not, just as much focus on the sheriff, if not more, than on the person that this case is really supposed to be about. It's just crazy. Just crazy. Hines also reported that he shouldn't even be in law enforcement. Based on his history, based on his resume, he should not even be in law enforcement. 103 days now is today. Today marks that Nancy's gone. That Nancy's been missing. Still no answers. Still really no big huge updates. Nothing. I think our biggest break in this case was that surveillance video on Nancy's ring. That's about it. We can't even say the DNA is a break because we don't even know what we're gonna get from it. Amazon always cruising by slow here because they love to check out Nancy's site here. We got to go get those flowers over there in a second and just move some things around because everything just keeps falling. Well, some of the flowers keep falling over. Rick Hoffman says, "Why no phone calls?" I don't. I usually take. I've been trying to take phone calls more frequently lately. Maybe tonight when if I get on live at home, I'll take some phone calls. It's really tough out here. I mean, we could take a couple phone calls if you guys want to reach out and do a couple phone calls. We were having trouble with it the last time we tried it out here, and someone said that the person was going in and out. So I haven't really looked forward to trying it again. Bob says I'll call. Hey, JD6, I appreciate the $5 super chat. He says church 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Friends probably calling Andy between 9:30 to 10 a.m. Andy and Tommaso turning up at 11 a.m. makes more sense, but still a big gap. Yeah, I mean, if they came here at 11 o'clock to check on Nancy, either way you slice it, it's still a big gap. Kim says, I want to see a picture of Walter Nash. Hey, Rosa, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. We do love exploring with Jim Fort, by the way. Yes, indeed. Rocky says service didn't start until 10:45 a.m. It's crazy how you see how crazy you see how much we've all been misinformed. It's insane. But I encourage you to go to the timeline. Just go over to the timeline and check out the timeline. It'll help you a lot. But make sure you're looking at a factual timeline. Hey, how you guys doing? You guys coming out to check out the memorial site here in Nancy? You guys watch me? Oh wow, well, I appreciate that. How you guys doing today? That's good. Get up real quick. Say it again. Oh yeah, I enjoy it. I do. I do. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. It's not a bad day either. It's windy out here, so yeah, it's not bad today. But 2 hours right up. Yeah, so if you go up that hill on your way down the hill, it'll be the very last house on the right for Sue Ellen's house. But yeah, yeah. What do you guys think that happened? Think it's family or you think it's some stranger inside? I agree. I agree. Yeah. Think Cameron was here when that happened though? Nancy was probably think he was here. Wow. So you think he was already in Tucson, but just not in the casita? Possible, yeah. I mean, I saw the picture of the casita, but it's just like a picture looking kind of out the blinds. I didn't really get to see like the actual casita. You know? Ooh, like was it a rug or something? Uh, I didn't see that part. I got a picture of the casita, but it's only like showing the blinds. You know, it doesn't really show like what the casita actually looks like. There's a possibility that he's been here. He was here the whole time. It was quite funny that he said that he told Savannah it was, he thought it was a kidnapping right off the jump. So and it was her that caused it. Yeah, who knows? I don't think he was involved, but who knows at this point? You know? You don't trust him either. Yeah, no. It's like you can't really trust anybody. I mean, it's like the only person that most people trust is Savannah, and that's pretty much it. And some people even question her. So yeah, so it's tough. I think so. I think so. I think Nancy put a lot into her too. So I feel like they probably have a lot of similarities personality wise. He was supposed to come. He didn't come out. He said he'll be here tomorrow for sure. He said that's the word that he'll come out tomorrow. So. Chat, she says that Alex is smoking too much weed. They call it Zaza. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. That's the young slang nowadays. That's too funny. Crazy. But yeah, we'll continue to push. We'll continue to push. Continue to make people aware. I think they're really trying to get lucky at this point, and they're just waiting on a call. Like they want, somebody to just come forward. I think that's really their only opportunity to crack it. I mean, it seems like Nanos has got it all figured out. It seems that way. But who knows, guys? We just don't know. Yeah, we got to. It's like we got to fight for Nancy, but we also got to fight to get Nanos out at the same time, which isn't right, but it's the truth. I mean, we still got to fight. There's still those petitions that we can go down and sign. I don't know if you guys are locals here, but there's still petitions that we can. There's still a way to get them out of there. And we, I'm not sure. I wish we knew where we stood though with the petitions though. They don't even they're not they haven't even give us a number to see where we stand to see if we, yeah, so it's yeah. Are you guys from the neighborhood at all? Are you guys pretty close to here? Yeah. I live probably about 6 minutes from here, so not too far from here. So yeah. Nowhere near nice as this neighborhood, but you know, I'm not too far away from here. But which one? There's so many. That's the thing. There's so many abandoned houses. There's so many that are, there's one up here up the hill. The one that I got in trouble for, going down to the porta potty. Yeah, I know. I know it was terrible. Never again. Never again. That was a terrible mistake. No, I guess I should have, right? I should have just took a leap right here, but um, somebody said I should have brought a cup or had a catheter or something like that. But I'm like, no. But at the end here, which they thought was one of the staging points at the end of the road, it would be on the left hand side. You'll see another abandoned home that they're working on. There's just so many. This one up here is the one they're putting the pool in. Yeah, right up the way here is where they got that pool. So, huh? Yeah. Yeah. What's crazy is I question if there's a lot of mice in people's homes. 'Cause I don't know if you guys saw, but there's been a lot of mouse out here too. So I don't know if you guys want to, or if you want to get a place in this place. The tarantula, right where we're at, he comes out of that hole, says hello, juice, and goes back in the hole. So yeah, it's crazy. Well, you guys are wonderful people. I appreciate you guys stopping by too. Yeah, it's just a crazy, tragic thing, guys. It's sad. My hopes are high. I think they'll figure it out. I think they'll finally figure it out. But yeah, now they're paying for their subscription. It took that for them to pay for their subscription. I know, and it talks to you too. So yeah, I was kind of loud that night. I was surprised nobody called the post on me, but I was trying to tell the lady to hold on, wait, he's coming. But yeah, that's true. But the neighbors, I didn't know if somebody was like heard me yelling like, "Hey, he's coming, he's coming." But yeah, the cameras talk to you now, and they got a new ring camera too. So I hope they do. I hope they do got a subscription on it. Uh, I'm assuming with them putting cameras up and stuff though that they're not going to sell the house. Maybe Cameron or somebody's going to come live at some point in time. I mean, otherwise the cameras are no good and it's a waste of money. I mean, uh, yeah, I'm assuming it's them or it was Savannah's decision. So, uh, yeah. Hey, nice to meet you guys too. Thanks for stopping by. Cool people, cool folks stopping by. They said they knew who I was, that they watched the channel. So much love to them for stopping through and People really still care, guys. They wanted to just stop by, and I'm sure they've probably been here before because they said that they're from here. They're not from the neighborhood, but she said she didn't live too far. She was talking really low, so I know you guys probably had a hard time seeing her. But she says she thinks that Cameron stayed here at one point in time. She thinks that Cameron, and which we all believe, but she thinks that he was staying. Is what she was saying. I don't think that he was here during the time that Nancy was abducted and the perp was here. But and some of us think that he has a condo somewhere here. I mean, where was he going? I mean, the night that he came and took Nancy's car. I mean, I think we've seen him in Nancy's car a couple times. Where was Cameron going? What was he doing with that car? Was he taking it to his condo if he has a condo here? Was he going to take the car to the dealership for all we know? We really don't know. But Cameron appeared to be here based on what we researched amongst, I think it was 857 footage that we were talking about when we were on the panel the other day. Oh, okay. I appreciate that. Thanks a lot. See you later. Yeah, she said that her daughter wanted her to tell me that the moonwalk was very cool. Much love. Much love. But on JLR's panel the other day, I think they talked about it other times, but one of the things that we talked about was the fact that Cameron was here on the second. He was here on the very second day. They're gonna go up there to the hill because they want to see Sue Ellen's house, and then there's another house up there that there's a pool being built. So, and I think some of us think that one of those houses were a staging house, and then a couple other houses that we thought could have been possible as a staging place for the perp. And it's either that one, the one on the end down there, and the porta potty house. One of the three. But I don't think so. I don't think they staged. I truly think that they pulled up right here in this driveway, just right down here at a point in time, and they may have pulled around the back to put Nancy in the car. That's the only reason. That's the only way that I could think of why the doors were propped open, is because they wanted it to be easier to carry Nancy out. But it's hard to say because of the blood on the front porch. It's very misleading because of that blood on the front porch. So it's hard to not overlook that she may have been taken out the front because of the blood. But could they have initially brought her out the front, maybe heard something, and then immediately took her back inside and then drove around the back and then, taking her out? Or was the plan simply just to take her through the back? It's such a mind-boggling story, guys. It really is. Because based on the information that we have, we cannot put anything together. We can't put anything together, folks. It's difficult. It really is. Same cop. He's a cool cop. I like that cop, actually. By the way, this is probably the first time, and I should ask him, like, bro, where you been? Where have you been? He hasn't rolled through here in like a week. Oh, it's been a while. It's been a while. I mean, within the last week that we visited here, guys, we can honestly say that we have not seen the sheriff come by. We haven't. He'll probably turn back around. Maybe he'll talk to us for a little bit this time. Follow the money is what a lot of us say. Follow the money. Just follow the money. I find that interesting every time. It's difficult. Um, Thought he was coming back. Law enforcement is waiting for all the YouTubers to get together. Hey, we'll be down there this weekend. We'll be down there. Either way, our presence will be heard, whether we speak to Nanos or not. Kimwell says the juice chat is great. Hey, I hope so. It was a little rocky yesterday, so don't jinx us. Rogue mice. Oh boy. Probably Sue Ellen calling when she saw the car stop talking to you. I mean, isn't that ironic, right? I didn't even think about that. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Yeah, I mean, we were just speaking to somebody who stopped by, and lo and behold, 5 minutes after speaking to him, a sheriff rolls by. Interesting. Very interesting. A lot of people stopping by today so far. Well, quite a few folks, I guess, stopping by. They always at least stop by for a bit, just to take. I think a lot of people like to come by and simply just take pictures. And some people get out, some people don't. We still have people coming in leaving flowers. Haven't seen that at all today, but there's still people coming out here and leaving flowers out here. Um, if you can see where that Nancy sign is at right there, which we're gonna walk over there in a second, anyways, because we need to pick up some of these flowers still. But if you can see that sign down there where it says "Leave, let Nancy come home," the flowers stopped about there. They went a little beyond it, but we've got more flowers, so it's kind of starting to build back up a little bit. And that's a good feeling because at first it seemed like the memorial site was almost going away because of so many flowers missing prior to before. Still got this area right over here too, which still looks pretty nice. A couple flowers there that look a little old, but still looks nice. It still looks really nice. So, thought that was cool. 75 says Kimberly Whittle. Appreciate the $2 super chat. I didn't catch that. You retracted your message, I think, but I saw it. Too late. Too late. I got you. Nanos isn't there on the weekends. I know, and I don't think we thought about that, but I don't think he's going to be there on the weekend either. Hey, we can start this weekend and then we can go on Monday. We can simply go on Monday. So beautiful. Such a beautiful neighborhood. Such a beautiful home. Trying to spray some of this ant spray. Keep these ants away from me. Jules says Nanos is a joke. Juice isn't in the cartel. How would he be? How would he know? What did I miss? Jen Hall says we started a donation fund to help Alex with a car. Sent the donations. Wow, really? Maybe email me that. Maybe when I get a chance and opportunity, because I'm not in the best financial situation, but I could definitely try to help out a little bit. That was so funny. The lady that came by was saying that Alex did. I told her Alex didn't come because she's like, "Where's Alex?" She said he's probably too high off weed and he smokes too much of that Zaza. That was just funny. Hearing the older lady say that is just too funny. Popcorn says the other factor to why I keep Cameron in subject pool is because he wears a knee brace on the same knee that didn't bend in the video Cash put out. Interesting. Interesting. I don't know though. I really honestly cannot say that. I didn't even post the number, but somebody's calling. Maybe we should answer this call real quick and let me know if you guys can hear it. Let's see. This Juice.
What are you doing out there?
Hey, how you doing? I'm trying to.
Oh, this is a lady from California. I talked to you the other night.
What's your name? I don't know if I remember.
Joy.
Joy. Oh,
My grandma.
how you doing, Joy?
I'm doing okay. I just want to, Nana goes to the gym all the time, so he's strong enough to carry Nancy out of the house.
Oh, I believe
Him
it.
and Tommaso are working. Him and Tommaso are working together.
A lot of people say that. A lot of people say that, and we just still.
Have you found anybody to take that picture of Tommaso and Nano's golfing or gambling?
No, is there actually a picture? You've seen a picture of them too?
No, I wish I did have one.
Right. And I think you were saying if I found anybody that has it, I get it. But yeah, I've yet to see it at all. I really haven't seen any pictures of them together at all to confirm they have some type of relationship outside of the case, but no one really knows.
That's what I hear, but I don't know because I don't live out there. I figured you would have seen him a long time ago if you'd been living out there.
Nanos?
Nanos and Tommaso together.
No, not at all. And I'm actively out here everywhere. Like doing Instacart and me and my girlfriend, we drive all over town, but we don't really run into them, and we're all sides of town, all sides of the town. So I've never yet to run into Tommaso ever.
Well, somebody needs to go put a Apple card, Apple tracer under his car.
That would be a good idea, right? Probably be illegal, but it would be a good idea to see where they're going, see what they're up to.
Yeah, that would be pretty neat. I think one of those damn Apple case finders.
Yeah, I think
I'll be glad when y'all get together this weekend.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun and exciting. It should be great.
Except, like you said, you had to do it early in the morning and late in the afternoon before it got hot.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it'll be an interesting weekend. All right, Joy. Well, thanks.
Have a good one.
You too. Thank you for reaching out. Bye. I don't know if you guys were able to hear that, and it was clear, but Joy reached out, called the number, it rang, it came through because I have the app, but I didn't post the number, guys. I wasn't taking calls at all. I didn't know that anybody was going to call today, so that was a surprise. But it was nice for somebody to reach out and have a small conversation. That was cool. No need to track Tommaso and Annie. The FBI has that covered. I agree. We'll let them do the dirty work. Hey, thanks for letting me know you guys could hear, though. I'm glad you guys could hear that. I know we had a lot of trouble last time. Hey, sweet Georgia Peach. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. She says they can absolutely afford security to stay at a hotel and etc. They took her car and maybe sold it, and Tommaso's stunting bringing out boxes so he can access money. Interesting. Hey, it's possible. It is possible. And I think they have sources as well as far as some type of income. How you guys, some of you guys just remember the number, I think, huh? Somebody else calling. I think they might have hung up or something like that. It's Juice. Yeah, I think they hung up, but I think some of you guys just have the number saved for those of you guys that have reached out. Hey, Kimberly, much love. Appreciate the $5 super chat. She says, could she have been tried to run out the front door, fell when they grabbed her back and taken her out the back and blood from fall? I truly think that's a real big possibility. I do. I think there could have been a chance at one point in time that Nancy tried to get away, and then, obviously they grabbed her, took her back inside, and then went out the back. I truly think that's a big possibility. Accept. Press 1 to send a voicemail. This is Juice.
Juice.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, I called you the other night. I was the one nobody could hear.
Oh, I remember.
What's going on?
Nothing much. Just hanging out here at Nancy's and talking a little nanos, talking a little timeline.
Well, there's something. Okay, so on Facebook, the last couple of days, somebody's been going under the name of Anonymous, and it's really weird. It's on a Nancy Guthrie thread, saying how he hasn't had a date in 3 years, and he ate Taco Bell that night. It was like really weird stuff. So I just, I posted on there. I'm like, are you like the perp? And you're trying to give us some hints? And not even 5 minutes after I said that, he ended the post. And today, another person that name in weird lettering says he has a big butt. And I was like, so I want to check this guy out. So I go on his profile and it's got Nancy Guthrie everywhere.
Interesting.
So, I mean, it's probably nothing, but I know criminals in the past have haunted people. Say, hey, I got away with this, and now I can do this and that. I mean, it could be nothing. I don't know. So it's telling me that there's something weird going on. Like there's some haunting going on here.
So who did you? Oh, here comes Lauren. So who did you see this from, or who did you say? Where did you say this was from?
This was on a Nancy Guthrie thread on Facebook.
Ah, hey Lauren, how you doing? Want me to hop up?
Oh, Lauren, huh? I know how to.
I think so. 1 second. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting together at this weekend and going out to the sheriff's station, but I don't think he works on weekends like everyone's saying. Yeah, he'll be back here on Saturday. I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so, but I don't think anybody will be there anyway. I think it'll be pretty quiet. So, who is it? Uh huh. Oh, so they're gonna let you put them there? Okay. Wow. Okay, I definitely will. Thank you. All right. See you later. Hey, sorry about that. Lauren had stopped by here just now. Lauren stopping by. People stopping by today. So.
I know. I know. I met Lauren when I was there too.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Actually, yeah, I know Lauren. She's the one that actually told me that Annie and Tommaso are afraid to leave their house because they don't want to be hounded by media. I guess she's a friend of theirs.
I figured that'd be why, but why? I don't understand that because it's like they're making themselves look more. I feel like it's almost like they're incriminating themselves even more by running away. But I mean, it's a smart move. It's understandable, and they can feel like their life is at risk.
If I'm being accused of something, I'm going heads out and be like, hey, I didn't do this crap. I'd be like, polygraph me, do whatever you want. I did not do this.
You would think they'd go about it like Luke did, huh? Luke at least tried to clear his name, but he went through like the smallest platform that he could. It seemed like, it's almost like he didn't care how he sent the message. But I mean, he knew all of us were most of us were gonna hear it, I guess. But I think he should have sat down with like somebody like Brian Entin or something.
Hey, sound check, chat. Can you hear me this time? Yeah, because like last time, I went back and I listened to our conversation, and they only heard like half the stuff I was saying. So you have brought up the back door. I was thinking maybe they left it open because they were using chloroform.
And that's so that's like some type of cleaning.
Chloroform, you put it over someone's nose, it will knock you out.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, within like 30 seconds, it just knocks you out.
You think they sedated her?
This is Bob Guy, private YouTube channel as well. I'm reading the chat on TV.
Yeah. What was your YouTube channel again? What for the chat again?
Bob's Exciting Adventures on YouTube.
Gotcha. That's what it was. That's what you had told me last time. Bob Exciting
Adventures.
Gotcha. I'm gonna try to remember that. Bob's Exciting Adventures. I think I subscribed anyway, so it's on my.
I'm new. I'm getting there.
Hey, you will. I mean, we both are.
Yeah, well, you got like what, 15,000 followers?
That's small. That's very small.
I got 252.
Hey, but you got to start somewhere though. I started there too, so.
What time are you gonna be out there Saturday? Are you going to Nancy's first, or are you going to the sheriff's?
I'm gonna start here at Nancy's, and then I think I'll go over to the sheriff department. I don't know what their plan is exactly, but if they're there, and you know, I'll start here, and then at some point I'll meet them down there. I don't really have a time, but you know, obviously I'll know once they get there because they'll be live, but I don't really have a set time.
I haven't been to the sheriff's office yet, so maybe because I am gonna be there Saturday. I'm coming out from Phoenix. So
yeah, come down and join us.
It's hard for me to get to Nancy because that's a long walk from that church to Nancy's house.
I've never really seen her church or actually looked it up to see where her church is. How far is it from here?
It's a couple miles.
Well, you know what? She did church through, I think it was from New York, though. I don't think it was a local church, was it? Well,
I don't know if it was her church, but there was a church down there.
Yeah.
Right at the corner, about 2 miles from that house. I actually was searching back behind that church in case, you know, there's areas where they could have dropped off the body there. Like I told you before, I don't think she's that far away.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
And I was also told by an expert that that she's probably being watched. The body's probably being watched. If anybody gets too close, it's going to get removed. It's going to be moved. That's from an expert. So, I mean, who knows? Who really knows?
Yeah, I mean, and how would they know that we're getting close either? I mean, I know they're watching, but I feel like it'd be more. I feel like it would be more under the rug if somebody gets close. You know, I don't think people would even know. But I mean, maybe they would, because I mean, we all got our heads in this. So,
you know, we all have our theories. Somebody's got to be right.
Yeah, that's true.
We just got to put our heads together and figure this out. It's like I told you last time. This is like a big game of Clue. You got to figure it out. I mean, so far, this is well planned. I know you're hearing things like the porch guy was amateur.
Yeah.
Well, somebody was it, because this is too perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that was Alice. Subscribe. Thank you, Alice. Yeah, man, I just, like, when I was there, I was trying to put the whole scenario in my head.
Hey, sweet. Hello, by the way. I see you here in the chat. Big welcomes.
And I know what you mean by with that. If you look behind the perp's left shoulder, you can see the headlights in the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, at first I thought it was across the street, but now that makes sense. Oh, there's but what you don't see on the camera is like where he walked from. Like you didn't see anything getting out of a car, or he just came right up the middle. You know, and it's kind of pitch dark. There's a lot of rocks there, so it's like, how is he even standing up? I mean, you're looking at it right now. Just to your left, if you like go right up the middle, where you line up for where the door is, if you walk straight up there, you know, he's had to leave something. I mean, a scrape or something.
Like you mean,
you know what I mean?
like on the
I know I did because I was looking in there. Yeah, I actually got my own blood over there because it scraped me
on that tree.
Yeah.
Like the one where when you initially pull in, you're talking about.
Yeah, that's not actually on the property. It's right on the line before you go up.
I think, yeah.
It's right on the straight line. Yeah. Yeah, right on there. Like where that trespassing sign is. So if you, yeah, that's great too.
Yeah.
See, it doesn't show him going up that driveway though. It's showing him going up the middle. For what I saw.
Oh, well, I see the cars right here. So right where that light stops, or right where that light is at, right there, I see the car. Yeah. That's where I see the headlights that I think are headlights. And you can kind of follow the driveway from where those rocks are at over there. That start before the actual stairs. You can follow the driveway from there to pretty much almost to where I'm at, but you can't really see the street from, from where that Ring camera, well, through that Ring camera, based on that video that, on the Ring camera. But I mean, it
kind of looks like he's more towards the right there, coming through the middle of the island. But I could be wrong. I mean,
so you,
it's been a while since I've seen it.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could be lining it up wrong, but I think I'm pretty sure where everything is at this point, So I don't know.
Have you ever gone around back?
Never, and I'm
you can go behind the house, walk through that big lotted area, which is public, and you can get all the way up almost to our back wall where the pool is.
Yeah, I saw Brian Inton do it. I wish I could. I mean, I want to. I'm so hesitant to go down through the back, to go through the backyard and to go see the backyard. And I want to walk through there, but I don't know what the neighbors would say, or, if they would.
It doesn't matter what the neighbors say. If it's public, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't say no, as long as it does not say no trespassing, you can go in. It does say no trespassing right at the wall or a few feet from the wall.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, it's just an open walkway.
Yeah, no, I agree.
No trespassing, because I went back there.
And you went, you went, I'm sure I think the only way back there, well, I think there's a couple ways, but I think it's down there's a street.
Yeah.
What did you go?
Because I got lost up there once already.
Did you go through the neighbors? There's a street where I'm pointing at, and then you take a right turn and kind of go up the road a little bit, and it leads to Nancy's backyard. I don't know if you went through there, but
I went the other way. I went down the road and made a left and went up and around.
I mean, I'm itching to go through there. I really want to go through the back because it would be nice to see.
You can. If there's not like that little trespassing you just saw right there, that is only at her back wall. At least when I was there a couple months ago, when I did it, there was nothing.
Yeah.
So there's nothing anyone can say if it's public. I mean, I don't think anybody's going to own that. It's not a backyard. It's just landscape.
Man,
like where you're at right now with those rocks, I almost walked up there.
Yeah, I mean, but
I did see some feet up there when I was there. Probably somebody messing around.
Yeah, and you know this. I think this would right where I'm at right now. I think this is somebody's property. I don't know where Nancy's property line cuts off. I'd have to look it up like on Google. And I think it would show like the line in between her property and someone else's. But I think even if it's not someone that lives here's property, it's someone's property. Like someone owns these properties, so it's hard to. Yeah, and I'm even hesitant. I'm hesitant to even look in this thing right here. Some bird died or something right here. I don't know if it hung up. Oh no, we're good.
The only thing I found when I was searching, I found a hairpin. That's the only thing I really found when I was doing some searching. But it was old, so it wasn't relevant.
Yeah,
I was looking for something, any little something. Oh, those, yeah. That's just the water.
I truly don't think she's here. I don't think she's here at all. I mean, a lot of people think she's somewhere in the proximity, but I just truly don't think she's anywhere here. And if she was at a time, I think that they've had plenty of time to move her somewhere else. I mean, it wouldn't be easy if they did, you know, because some people think she was buried, but I don't think that she was buried. If she, and if she did, and if she was, I don't think it was anywhere within this area at all. I think that's just too. I don't know. It just seems like it's the most common thing you could do. But I mean, there's a lot of ground to cover here, so it would be the easiest thing to do, and it wouldn't be hard. I mean, it wouldn't be hard, and they could have. You're good.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
At this point, you're not. I don't want to say it, but you're only gonna find bones at this point.
So you think her whole entire body's deteriorated already?
Well, one, the heat. Two, all the critters out there. Coyotes, javelina.
Yeah.
Anything else out there? I think so. I think she's pretty much gone. You're just gonna find bones. Uh, but where where's her clothing? Do you think? Ah, I don't want to go there. It's kind of gruesome.
You said, "Where's her what again?"
Her clothing.
Oh,
I'm like, is she still wearing it? Did they?
yeah.
Sorry, Chad. I'm not trying to be gruesome. I've just seen a lot of these, and I've seen the worst case scenario. Sandy, yes, I hope it's still on her skin, but I don't think there's anything really left.
Yeah.
Um,
I
like,
I could agree with that to a certain extent because we don't know. We really don't know. You know how she was. What they did with her. You know, we really don't know. So, I mean, but yeah, I think it's been enough time for there to be no body at all and just bone. I think it's been over 3 months, so it's definitely
yeah.
a lot of time.
I guess your people are saying goodbye to me. I guess I'm getting tired of my voice.
They always do that. Some people don't like calls. Some people do. Um, so yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, it's for their enjoyment too. I don't want to. I don't want to tick anybody off. These are your people, you know.
Hey, it's okay though. Don't overthink it. It's all right. I mean, you know, you called, I answered. So I mean, that's at the end of the day, it's me taking the call, not them. So I wouldn't even overthink it. We're all right.
Yeah. No, it's all. I mean, it's really not that bad. Like I said, I've been nailed by a few things. People have attacked me online, and it's all good. It's you gotta take the good with the bad. You know, some people are being nice, some not so nice.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
true.
it's all good. You know, I'm just trying to figure this out. You know, um, like I think in most cases they're in a 3 mile radius because this
Yeah,
person wants to get rid of her and get the heck out of Dodge.
yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking anyway. Where's Nancy is what we're trying to figure out, Alyssa.
Where is Nancy? Yeah. And hey, thank you for calling too. I appreciate it. I mean, it helps, and like he's saying, Chatty, we're just trying to figure it out. And you know, whatever information that we can get or the information we put together, it helps a lot. Believe it or not, I think us. I always say it. We as a whole are very powerful. I mean, I think, and I keep saying it also. I think us as a community, I think it's what it's going to really take to really get this thing rolling over, or just simply somebody coming forward. And I think that's what the FBI at this point is waiting for, rather than just DNA. I think that they're kind of just waiting around for some to get that one phone call that's really going to crack this case. But I could be wrong.
You know, sometimes no news is good news. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I agree.
They don't want to say too much. They got somebody. Now keeps saying that there's an arrest going to be happening soon. He said that for the last week.
Yeah, he said a lot. He said a lot of things he probably shouldn't have said. Uh, it's been misleading from day one. So not much we could do about that, I guess.
They're not going to sit there and say, yeah, we're closing in, because then that person's just going to bail out. All right, James, I've been thinking about this. I got to know, man.
It's hard. It's hard. We it's hard. Yeah. We just want answers. We just want answers. Man. Yeah, we do.
I got your nickname, Jim? Is that from O.J. Simpson? As well.
No, not at all. No, we have no relations whatsoever. No. OJ the Juice Man.
No, I'm not saying relation. I'm just saying the nickname. Is it because of OJ?
No, no, not at all. No, nah, he was way before my time, and no, it just came about. It was a name I've always liked, and I thought it was a good name that stuck with me. But I didn't really pick it up anywhere or anything like that. But yeah, just one of those things where I named myself, and it just stuck with me since. So
I will tell you, I am older, and I did follow the OJ case. I made the drive from OJ's house to Nicole Brown's house. I did see the murder site, everything.
wow,
So, yeah, I was living in LA at the time.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some of your chat saying I'm talking nonsense. I'm not trying to talk nonsense to anybody, everybody. I'm just trying to figure this out, guys.
Yeah.
I'm a
No.
YouTuber as well. You know, and I follow Juice. I respect Juice. And we're having, we're just trying to figure this out, guys. So I'm not trying to pick anybody out, anybody off. We're just, and no, the caller just not on the chat. Boy, some of your people.
Yeah, some people.
Yeah, it's all right. So, that guy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think I am going to get off here before you lose too many viewers because of me.
No, that's not gonna happen. We're good. Hey, well, I appreciate you calling, and feel free to reach out anytime. I'm always here if I'm not at home or out and about. So feel free. I try to make myself available all the time, no matter what I'm doing. So feel free if you want to reach out, and we can always talk.
Hopefully, I run into you on Saturday because I'm coming out.
I'll be here. I'll be here. So I'll be nice to see you.
All right, man. Have a good night.
Hey, you too.
Good night, chat. Bye.
Much love. I appreciated you guys calling and reaching out. The plan was not to do calls at all today. It was not in the it wasn't in the plans today. But I think some people still have the phone number, and I could change it, but I think I kind of like keeping it the number that it is. You know, I think it's nice that people are reaching out to conversate and just try to help me figure this out. We all help each other figure this out. We all we all share knowledge amongst one another, and I think that that's very important because there's a lot of we've talked about it already. There's a lot of misleading information and information that shouldn't even be put up out there. So yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. I truly do. And I know well, not a lot of you guys, but some of you guys don't like calls. Some people do. Um, and like I said, it wasn't the plan. It was not the plan at all to take calls. I don't think I'm going to post the number because people are already saying that we're going in and out. So I don't want to, just post that. But hey, thanks for the $5 super chat there, and I think somebody sent a $10 super chat. I was on the phone, so I had just missed it. I apologize, chat. And I'm trying to figure out who that was. Somebody asked me if I played basketball. To answer that question, I did, and then I wish I would have stuck with it because I could have really made some things out of basketball. And I still play now, just not as much as I used to. Um, but yeah. Flicker, I appreciate the $5 super chat, by the way. He said, the family, the police, the neighbors all want us to go away when they're going to realize we aren't going anywhere. Yeah. And that's one of the messages that we're trying to send. We're not going anywhere, whether they like it or not. I appreciate all the jewels, guys. Sparky, Bridget, Tori Beach, Sharon, Freedom, Tammy, and Swag, Prince, April. Man, you guys are wonderful. One of a kind folks here in the chat every night. Nana, thank you for the jewels. By the way, we had a crazy a jewel. We had a crazy amount of jewels sent for a moment there. I didn't even catch that. But much love. Thank you guys all for the jewels. Jen Hall, thank you. Spooky, Annie, and Julie, thank you guys. Serena, I appreciate it, folks. Brian Guthrie, I appreciate you becoming a member of the channel, by the way. Big welcomes, man. Welcome to the family. You are now a part of the Juice family, or the Sloop Juice, the Juice crew. We haven't got a name yet, but you are a part of the family now because you've become a member. So thank you for becoming a member, sir. And I appreciate all your comments. I try to get familiar with you guys through comments and in the chat. And that's one person I see often in the comments. So thanks for commenting on the videos, just expressing your knowledge and information. AZ got it. Welcome, welcome. Says the Juicy Juice family. Yeah, the juice boxes. We don't know, guys. We got to come up with a name. We talked about that. I've been looking it over. I haven't narrowed it down yet because I've been so focused on the case. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We got time. It's not a rush. Hey, James, thanks for the high five, by the way. Cindy Lester says, I think that Nancy's located right across from the outdoor potty on the same side as her house, between the house next to her and the next neighbor up, which is across from the potty. Interesting. Interesting. It's crazy how we all have our own beliefs based on where we think Nancy is. I mean, some of us don't even think Nancy made it home that night. Did Nancy even make it home? Where is Nancy Guthrie? We just don't know. And we are trying to figure it out, and we won't stop digging until we do. Juice members need emojis. I know, guys. Matter of fact, that's one thing I might just need help with. So if you guys have any emojis for the channel here, for those of you guys that are members, share them with me. Email me some emojis that I could use. They have to be small enough to fit in the emoji box thingamabobber. Because it's really small, so it's hard. If you understand how those work, feel free to send me those. I'll try to come up with some emojis. I gotta take a day off or something to try to make some changes, especially for the members having special perks. So I will do that soon. But I know a lot of people would love to have some special emojis and whatnot, along with the perks that come with the membership. So we'll definitely be making some changes very soon. I was just talking about that earlier. But yeah, give me some time and I'll definitely address all of that. Did I lose you guys? Are we still here? I might have lost y'all. Hold on. Let me just make sure. Restart the chat here. And I know I missed somebody's super chat earlier, and I'm super sorry. I was trying to find it, but it just disappeared out of nowhere. I'll try to squirrel up here just real quick to see if I can find it. I hate missing super chats because some of you guys are sharing things, and I don't always get to read them, but I read pretty much all of them. Everyone here? We all here? We good? We clear? All right, cool. I was worried for a moment there, folks. I think if it's family, she's wherever the closest river is. There's a picture with Nancy and Annie, and they are next to a river relaxing. Probably the same river she says in a poem. Interesting. Wow. And I think that's one of the things, and I'm glad you brought that up because I think that's one of the things that the Cajun Navy would cover. You know, if Nancy is in a river anywhere, I think that at some point in time, depending on how much time the Cajun Navy spends out here, because I'm assuming that they're going to spend more than a day or two out here to search for Nancy, and and you know what? As a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, to Sheriff Nanos, from me to you, if you want to start by acting like you want to care about the case or acting like you want to make anything happen, from me to you, you know, the Cajun Navy has put out another proposal letter. Yeah, I know, another one. They're offering their help once again. They also said that they would move forward as if nothing happened at all. So, from me to Nanos, if he wants to show that he really cares about this case and he really thinks or he really wants things to roll over in the right direction, just anything that has to do with him trying to help the case, period. The one thing he could do is start by letting the Cajun Navy come out here and do that search. Let the Cajun Navy come out here and do their thing, Sheriff Nanos. That's where you could start. There's plenty of other avenues you could go down to let the world know you really want to help this case. You really want to help bring Nancy home. You really want to find this perp. Start there. Start there. And that's a message I'd like to send tonight for Sheriff Nanos. That it just makes me so angry, guys. It really does, because I just don't understand why he just didn't want any help. He just said, you know what, I'll take this all upon myself and get it all done myself. Like, what? This isn't a one-man army. This isn't a one-man team thing. This is, you know, you and your deputies, along with the FBI's help, you've got the best help hands down you could possibly get, and you're not utilizing any of it. None of it. But that's the message we got to send tonight. Sheriff Nanos, if you want to show any signs of helping this case, one thing that the community would love to see is you letting the Cajun Navy come out here and conduct that search that they've been wanting to do from almost the beginning. The world thinks, Mr. Chris Nanos, that you have something to do with this. The world thinks that you're protecting somebody in this investigation. So he start somewhere, sir. Start somewhere. Start somewhere. I mean, so far you've done nothing, absolutely nothing, but argue with the FBI. That's about it. Argue with the assessor. Why can't you just simply be nice to the people that are helping you? You can be nice to the people that come and interview you because you want to be this star and you want to be this Superman hero. You can still be that at the end of the day with help received. Everyone needs help. Every superhero needs help. You ever noticed in the movies the superheroes never do it on their own? They never usually win the fight on their own without help. Superhero. Now let that sink in for a moment. Thanks for becoming a member, Sue. Is it Sheila? Has been a member for 1 month. That is probably the longest I have member wise. Much love, Sue. I appreciate that. She says, rake across driveway, check for tire footprints. Yeah, it's a little too late now, but initially, no one should have even been able to pull in this driveway. Hey, no one should have even been on this street. No one should have even been on this street. This whole street should have been shut down completely. The moment that they realized that this was an abduction or a kidnapping, they should have shut this entire road down. Period. It also should have remained a crime scene in the beginning for longer than 20 hours. Reports say the second time that it was a crime scene, it was held for at least 36 hours. Either way you slice it, this should have been a crime scene for a very long time and at least a couple days, at least a day in the beginning. It was almost 2 days the second time, from what reports show. But from one, it should have remained a crime scene. Nanos got the sources, he's got all the help he needs to back him up when he's not doing things correctly, whatever. He has the sources. And he should have utilized those sources. But instead, he took it upon himself to do whatever he wanted to do. We had inexperienced detectives on this case, a lot of them. And we can't fault him completely because if you remember, we also had a bunch of inexperienced FBI agents out here. Not just amongst the sheriff department where there are unexperienced detectives out here, but there were also a lot of unexperienced FBI agents out here. But again, going back to what Aaron Cross said, the more manpower, the better. The sheriff department doesn't have nowhere as near as much manpower as the FBI does. And that speaks volumes. That says a lot about where we should, who should have really been driving this train initially. Linda, I appreciate the membership. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the family, Linda Miner. Much love. Much love. I appreciate you becoming a member. Adrian, much love. Thank you for the $10 super chat. She says, I'm sorry, but Nano's final straw for me was when he was asked for comment for the Guthrie family on Mother's Day. He said 2 words, I'm okay. It's sealed to me. He only cares for himself. Nanos is done. What a good message right there. Yeah, I agree, and I couldn't agree more. Nanos is out of here. He's done. I think he should have been gone a long time ago. And supporting Heinz quote, he said he shouldn't even have been able to even get into law enforcement. He shouldn't even be an officer right now. Lauren wanted to update you guys with some information, guys. And it's nothing crazy, but Lauren stopped by, and I don't know if you guys saw that a second ago, but she just stopped by, and she was talking about the rocks. Mary, thanks for the $5 super chat, by the way. Thanks a lot. She says, IMO NG's house is not the crime scene. I think she meant to say Nancy Guthrie's house is not the crime scene where did they luminal, not a Nancy Guthrie's house. I'm not too sure. I can't make out what you were saying there. I'm bad with abbreviations and stuff. I'm a little slow sometimes. I apologize. Hey, Manda, thanks so much for becoming a member of the channel. By the way, Manda, with the platinum as well, man. Much love, Manda. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the family, man. I know we've been expressing our thoughts amongst other YouTubers, but let's try to keep it respectful if we can. We're all different. We all work in different ways. We all play different roles in how we support the case. So, I know we're all different. You go where you like, guys. No one's in control of where you go and where you watch people at. You can't like everything about everybody. There's always going to be something you probably find about somebody that you don't like. And I understand that, but let's try to just keep it classy if we can. I don't entertain the negativity amongst the other YouTubers at all. Um, so if you're looking for that, you're not going to get that here. I support all of the YouTubers, um, all the ones, all any YouTuber. It doesn't even matter if they're doing the case. I support most of the YouTubers. Okay, there's obviously some people doing things that they should be doing on YouTube. However, I don't watch those things, so I wouldn't be able to talk down on anybody, and that's not what we're here to do. So we'll just try to keep it classy, folks. And I don't want to get off distracted off of something else we shouldn't even be talking about. But just so you know, I just want to put it out there. I support all the YouTubers, and that's that. We're all in this together. Gail Thompson says, I agree, and I couldn't agree more. I like that. We're not here for us. We're not here for Juice. We're here for Nancy. We're not here for any other YouTuber. We're here for Nancy. And I'm pretty sure all the other YouTubers that everyone's bringing up in the chat would say the same thing. Let's not forget who we're here for. Around this time yesterday, there were a bunch of mice coming out already before it even got dark. So we'll see if we get any mice activity. Yesterday, they were all behind me. So, and I'm glad we were able to sit here today, thanks to Susan bringing the ant spray. I think somebody else brought some ant stuff on Amazon too. So, thanks to her. And Esmeralda, I appreciate you emailing me that timeline, because it lines up with my timeline exactly as well, for the most part. First, Nano said 11 a.m., then later changed it to 11:56 a.m. of the time of family's arrival at Nancy's. As of now, we don't know which one is accurate or factual, just the family's word. Thank you for that information, Esmeralda. As of for the 1 hour long service, she says there's no factual evidence of the time Nancy's friend called Annie. And I mentioned that we really don't have the evidence pertaining to some times that are put on the timeline. And I think we're all aware that the timeline is not completely accurate. Hey, Binky Files, good to see you in the chat. Cindy says this is Nancy's station. Nothing else should be discussed. Nancy, Nancy, Nancy. Yes, indeed. Oh, I got distracted. I apologize. Man, Kelly, see, this is why I love you guys. See, just when I got distracted, I forgot what I was talking about. Lauren wanted me to let you guys know that the rocks, she was able to get the news station to okay her taking all of the rocks to the news station. KOVA4 is the news station that we have that banner up of Nancy saying to bring Nancy home. And get away from me, big old bug. I almost killed that bug right now. That's the ugly little bug. So I took a picture of the rocks for those of you guys that follow me on X. If you scroll down, you'll see them in my. This lizard literally almost just jumped on me right now. I took a picture of the rocks after going to cool rocks, and all of them are in reference to Nancy. So if you want to see those rocks, check them out. For those that are local, you can go down on Monday. The rocks will be there. That's what Lauren wanted me to tell you guys. So they're gonna let her put the rocks outside of the news station. So that was a little small update that I was just wanted to share with you guys. And it looks like moving forward, it's kind of good news as well because it looks like moving forward, they may just let us set up a memorial site there too. Um, if this eventually all goes down. And we know this is not going to all last forever, folks. So there's that bug again. He wants to kill me. We know this is not all going to last forever. We are aware that, you know, at some point in time, the memorial site does have to come down, unfortunately. And hopefully when it does come down, it'll be the day that Nancy is found and also the perp as well. Somebody wanted me to go check the power box, and they also wanted me to go check somewhere down somewhere else too. And I can't recall what they were asking me to check. I would love to check whatever you guys are interested in me looking at while we're here. I don't mind at all. But you got to remind me again because I can't remember everything because there's a lot of people asking for a couple things here and there. So sorry if I haven't checked whatever somebody was reaching out about. I think it was Angie asking about the power box. And just to answer that, Angie, I don't know where the power box is at, but I think that was debunked due to the power box. But she wanted me to check something, not for that reason. I think it was because of the car. There was a possibility that there was a. She thinks it could be possible that that car may have scraped something. And I can't remember what it was. She wanted me to check to see if that was scraped at all. And I know it wasn't the power box, it was something else, but I don't think that that would have happened or it happened, but it is possible. Hey, Donna, I appreciate the sub. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Much, much love. Walk to the pool place and see if there's still construction. I wouldn't mind at all. We can walk up there. I love taking walks around the neighborhood. Juice out there is a breath of fresh air. I appreciate that, Basil Lake. I'm a tad burnt out with big panels, too much Charles. I I tune it out. Somebody walking by here. Scenery is pleasant along with critter interactions. Yeah, isn't it interesting sometimes seeing these little creatures out here, these rodents. This car came down a second ago and turned around. Now he's coming back through. Maybe they wanted to stop by and saw me here. Interesting. Interesting. But anyways, I think we got like all the flowers picked up and stuff, so it looks nice. As it always does. It always looks really nice out here. Looking at the. I think I'm losing everybody here. Let's see if we're back. Hold on, chat. We back? We good? All right, we back. Sorry, guys. I think I lost you guys all for a second there. We're all good. We're back. I'm gonna get my light out real quick, folks, because I think it's starting to get dark. It gets really quick out here. Ooh, got a little thirsty. We'll take a walk up the hill, and I'm pretty sure we'll have creature popping out here pretty soon. Keep the ants away from us. We got plenty of this and a couple more coming, thanks to you guys. So we'll be able to keep it all sprayed down out here. This is where the tarantula usually pops out. So I don't know if this helps for tarantulas. I'm sure it doesn't, but you know, we'll spray it down. Maybe it'll help. I doubt it though. I'll go crazy with this stuff, guys. I'm sorry. I know it's a little much, but it makes me feel more comfortable when I come and I sit down for a second, spraying all this crap and keeping these things away from me. We'll go through this one like $100 at the casino. Pretty sure we're gonna see some mice here running around in a second, but that's okay. We'll enjoy the scenery, and tonight I'm not gonna get too distracted by the mouse because I feel like they've been distracting me a lot. I think a lot of people are starting to think I'm just really scared of mouse. No, I just don't want a mouse crawling all over me because they don't seem like they just seem like they're fearless. So, but we won't worry about that tonight. We'll take a walk up this hill real quick, folks. I think somebody was asking to go up the hill because they want to see. There's still construction site up there. I like walking up the hill though. It's a nice little site. I missed the sunset. We were supposed to get the sunset, but I got to ranting away, so we didn't get to do that. Oh, 1 second, folks. I want to pull out my light so we got it ready to go. I brought another light too. Somebody told me to practice mounting it. I couldn't remember who it was, but yeah, we probably should. But I haven't got to do that yet. But in time, in due time. I want to pull something else out here real quick, folks, for the light mount. Old school car passing by here. Old school. Can't really see it. They took off already. Took off pretty quick. I don't know where that car comes from. I don't know if he comes from the abandoned home up there or what exactly, but old school car. Cool car. I want to get my little mounts ready. So when I pull out the light right now, we can use it. So I'm gonna do that real quick, folks. I'm trying to make it quick so I don't have you guys sitting here looking at me go through this bag for too long. I'm trying to be quick here. You know, I don't even think I brought the other light, but I don't think we're gonna need it anyways. Oh yeah, I brought it. I brought it. Okay. I think we might have an easier time mounting this one than we did yesterday, or maybe not. Nah, we're not gonna use that mount. Never mind. All right, I think we can lose the. I got the fan on this guy. I don't know if you guys seen the phone coolers, but the back of this thing gets so cool, it's not even funny. It dang near freezes your hand off. And whoever got that, I can't remember, but thank you a lot. I still am amazed with that fan. I put one more on there because it's wireless, and this cord always gets in the way of the fan, and it makes it harder for me to walk around because the cord is so short. So it's either get a long cord or a better fan. I chose a better fan, so we'll use both. But I think the other one that I picked is going to be a good one. a lot better one than the one we have. I'm just looking for my thing for the mount here, folks, and then we'll walk up this hill. Just bear with me for a second. I can't remember where I put it. So I'm trying to find it real quick, folks. But I'm not too sure where it went. How you guys doing? I like those neighbors. They're really cool. They are some cool neighbors. Look at this guy. He's got a bright orange shirt on. You can't miss him at all. Interesting. All right, let's take a walk. Let's take a walk. Did I lose you guys again? I hope I didn't lose y'all again. James says, "Are you allowed to walk him back to Nancy's?" Do you guys want to go for it? We can walk back there. We could try it, guys. The worst that could happen to us is us, obviously somebody either telling us we can't go back there or the sheriff department coming back out here. But there's nothing that states we can't walk through a back alley as long as it's public. And I'm really itching to go back there, or maybe I should just wait for Saturday to come, and when Alex is here tomorrow, maybe he and I could walk back there tomorrow and see what we can see going through the backyard. I think it might be a good idea, because I think we're really interested in. See, the thing that we're really interested in is the fact that it is where the well the where the septic tanks are at, because we learned the other day that what they were checking was not the septic tanks, guys. It was like water tanks. It wasn't even the septic tanks. They were water tanks. Now there's two manholes, guys, and I'm gonna point in that direction where my flashlight is at. It's hard to see on camera, but right over there in this direction, and you hang a right, go behind the Jim folks' house down there on the end. So literally right behind the gym people's house, and it's about probably down to that mailbox. That's how far it is over. That mailbox down there at the end that's reflecting off of the light. So if we were to go from where that mailbox is at on the opposite side of the road here on the back end of these houses right behind Nancy's, but behind the Jim folks' house, that's where those two manholes would be. There's two manholes, and we don't know how deep they go, and we don't know if they check those manholes. We talked about this yesterday, but I could bring it up again. I don't mind. So there's right over there where my light is flashing here, near the window there. There's supposedly in between. Now JLR thinks this, it's not for certain, but that's where he believes that one of the septic tanks may be. And according to sources, there's supposedly at least two of the septic tanks. And remember when this started in the beginning, they said that they checked those septic tanks, but we just don't know if they really checked them. We don't know how deep they actually are. We don't know much at all. Paula B, shout out Paula B for becoming a gold member of the channel. Much love. This is that old car that passed by, and he came down from the hill. I'm not too sure exactly where he lives, but he's always passing by. It's like a cool neighbor. Everyone click that like button. Yes, indeed. I appreciate that. By the way, is it Allah? Thanks so much. And we're currently just about 200 away from 2,000 likes tonight. Thanks to all of you guys coming out and tuning into the channel tonight. Much love, folks. We're actually very close to 16,000 subscribers, so we've been kind of growing pretty good lately, thanks to you guys. I mean, without you guys liking the stream and helping the algorithm of the stream here by possibly putting it on a recommend as recommended, people won't discover the channel. People won't learn about Nancy. The more we like it, the more people that tune in brings more awareness to this case. and it gives us that opportunity to continue to send a strong message or an even stronger message. So thank you guys. Dumb question, is the heart button the like button? No, the like button will be a thumbs up. So if you find the thumbs up, that's what it would be. Hey, Talina, by the way, I don't think I said hello, but how you doing tonight? Good to see you in the chat. Men's Easy, what's happening? He says, what's to your right? I don't know what you're asking as far as my to my right because I don't know when you asked this, so I couldn't tell you. But if you could tell me where we were at when you saw it, I might be able to tell you that. Mr. Phillips, come on, I don't even want to think about that right now. He says, watch out for the mice. We will. We definitely will, for sure. Someone says don't take any chances to as far as getting arrested. I don't think we'll get arrested. I think we'll either get a warning or we could possibly get a ticket. But I think that there are ways back there, guys, without going through people's property. But again, I did mention earlier that pretty much all of these grounds are somebody's property. So I mean, whether there's a house there or not, either it's the person that is next to the open areas that just appears to be just trees and desert. Um, is either the person that lives there's property or someone owns that property that doesn't actually have a home there yet. So I mean, it is taking a risk, but not really. I mean, and that's why I say I think we should just ask a neighbor if it's okay if we walk back there or let them know that we're walking back there so they're not suspicious of us doing anything back there that we shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? I think that might just be the best way to go about it. I want to close this bag, guys, because I don't want any mice jumping in it while I walk away here. I don't want any surprises later when I get home. I thought I closed it. I want your bacon be there when you get back to. So confused, my fud. Yeah, you wrote that wrong. It's too late. I read it. Uh, James says better to get permission. Yeah, I agree. Brian was also with the SWAT commander. Yeah, he was. I mean, it definitely changes things for sure. Hey, Chris Lynn, good to see you in the chat, by the way. Big hellos, Chris Lynn there. Sunflower, welcome. Elisa says all juice is famous. Not even close. Not even close. Maybe I'm to the mice out here. They sure are. They sure are fully aware of me. That's for sure. Over 8K in here. Like and subscribe. Fairy tales. Now that was a fairy tale for sure. Close to 8K in here. Unless my unless the number I'm seeing is lying to me, there's no way. Guys, we're 112 away from 2,000 likes, so don't forget to like the video if you're tuning in the channel. Much love. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It is all free. Let's get it to 2K likes. 1,800 in the chat. I think we've got up to about 2,400 tonight. Insane. Like it up, like it up. Wow, insane. Sam says, let's go. Yes, indeed. Let's go. Hey, Mary, she says, did we go for a walk yet? No, we didn't go for a walk. We're going to go for a quick walk. But tonight, we're not going to really be walking around anywhere. We're just going to go for a quick walk up the hill. Here we go, folks. Hopefully, I don't lose y'all. We do tend to go in and out. But we're taking a quick walk up the hill here. Hopefully, Sue Ellen doesn't get mad at me. I know her and I, we have a very great relationship. Okay, I'm lying. We don't. I don't know Sue Ellen. Never talked to her. All but once. Oh, there's a car here today. Interesting. So this is the house where you see the dump truck, where the construction site is going on. And then, I think there's not really much construction besides what's going on in the back, and they're building a pool. I think DGL was one of them. That's gone live. And Mark the Shark was one of the people that took a drone up here and um, saw that. And I think they also spoke to the neighbor at one point in time. They've got some cameras. I think at one point in time, their camera spoke to the person or spoke to either Dad's Gone Live or Mark the Shark. I don't know what was said or if they told him to get away or what really happened that night. But I did hear about that. But so this is one house here, and then this other one is Sue Ellen. So the left is Sue Ellen's. This one I don't. Um, and then there's also the back house. There's also a back house here to the right. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that, but on the right here, where we just saw the older vehicle, there's a little house down there too. Now behind here, I believe there's a home behind there that JLR was talking about, maybe even renting, which I thought that might be a good idea. This is one of the houses that you see on the hill. Okay, so that's the light you see on the right side on the hill when you see the perp out at Nancy out in front of Nancy's, and that ring camera footage. That house right there is the lights that you see on the right of the video. These guys got cameras everywhere, and they didn't see nothing. Look at those nice cameras, and there's one on the right over there in the corner. And they didn't see anybody come up here that night or anything with those nice cameras. Come on. Somebody saw something around here. Somebody saw something. Someone saw something. So these houses on this side where you see Sue Ellen's house, we get like dust storms out here, stacks. Not really tornadoes very often here. Um, but anyways, in the video, you don't see Sue Ellen's house in the video. This is the cutoff point. And if you could see, you could kind of see Nancy's house from here. Okay, so you see Nancy's window down there, and that's about it from here. But as far as the door, you can't really tell from here where the cutoff point is at based on what you can see from Nancy's door. But from here, you can see her door. But remember, the door is diagonal. Well, it's like it's not. I wouldn't say diagonal, but it's not vertical to the road. I always say this. But if you're looking at the door, it kind of aims this direction. Not kinda. It does. And beyond that wall doesn't help either because beyond that wall, you can't really see in this direction here. So I would say nowhere beyond that cactus you could see from the left side. I think that's the cutoff point in between that cactus and that cone down there would be like that cutoff point where you don't see any houses to the left, with us facing the opposite way, of course, because this is the way that Nancy's door faces. So that makes it a little bit. He's being nosy. He's trying to see what I'm doing, like I'm doing something. It's all right. We're just hanging out, talking about the case, buddy. That's all we're doing. Um, but anyways, yeah, because he walked back and then went back the other way. Like, what is this guy doing? Is he doing something? But the crazy part about it is, guys, that house right there has very nice cameras, very nice cameras. And if the perp came up here, they definitely got footage. And I hope that they gave the FBI all of their footage, because they definitely would be able to deliver some information for sure, and a possible car if the perp drove up here and hung out at any point in time. He could have even came up here and did a loop at 2 in the morning and came back down this road right here. So, I mean, you never know. You never know. And all for all we know, the FBI was able to get that information from them or get that footage. But again, like I said, the door is not like, this is the cutoff point. I don't think beyond this point that camera captures any lighting over there. But from here, that's those lights you see in the background on the left side. Love this theory because everyone's always wondering what's in the background. We see something in the background. What is it? What is it? In the ring camera footage, sign, light there, and possibly this sign that may light up. So it's pretty much it as far as what we see in that background. And I wish we could go to her door right now so we could do a comparison of those lights we see versus the 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 real time view right now. Maybe the sheriff is coming because that guy was looking at us crazy right now, folks. So if the sheriff pop up, you know why. We were walking up the hill and we looked suspicious. According to reports, it's probably what's going to happen. Someone said you were recording people's houses. That's what they're going to say. I'm calling it right now. The guy that walked by with his dog, he probably walks his dog almost every day for the most part. I see him every time I'm out here. Birds flying in the air. It's pretty cool. What a view. What a nice little view there. Kind of mad now that we missed the sunset out here. If the internet was out, digital forensics would be a nightmare. Yeah, and it seems like it already is. But actually, no, I take that back. No, that makes a lot of sense. I'm glad you said that, because obviously they were able to retrieve something from that camera without actually taking the camera physically. So, I mean, that says a lot about, you know, the digital side of things. It's crazy, man, because Sheriff Nanos left the FBI out for 4 days, is what Brian Inter had reported, which turned out to be true according to Cash Patel, because he said it. Um, and right when they got involved, shortly after they got involved, we got the that camera footage. So it just goes to show, like, these guys really have a lot more perks than the sheriff department. Wow, did something just fly by me right now as we were zoomed in on the choppers? It looked like it. It was so odd. I gotta watch that later. You're in the public though? Yeah, we really are. We're on a public road, so it's not like they're really gonna be able to say anything. Good one. Irene says you're the security right now. Not even close. Swamp Invest says, hey, Eddie and Tommaso, why are y'all hiding y'all face in the car? Right. And we all know that it wasn't as bad as it is now based on what everybody thinks about Annie and Tommaso at that time when that picture was taken of them two kind of ducked off, hiding their faces in the Honda CRV. So I thought that was a little weird too in the beginning. Hey, Carly, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for the $5 super chat. She says, you're awesome, Juice. Thanks for spending your time and energy caring for Nancy. She appreciates you. Hey, thank you for sharing that with me. I appreciate that. That motivates me to keep me doing what I'm doing. So much love, Carly. It means a lot. Goes a long way. Larry says, impeach Nanos. Indeed. I think if we did a poll right now, if we did a poll right now based on what everyone thinks about Nanos, I'm going to guess that it probably, let's say the poll was, who thinks Nanos should be fired, put out of office? I think probably 90% of the audience at least would probably vote that he should. And it's unfortunate because I would love to do a poll right now based on that and a poll just to see what everybody thinks about Annie and Tommaso being involved. Because I feel like a majority of the world still thinks that Annie and Tommaso have something to do with this. How do we overlook that though, folks? Because it's really hard to really overlook that based on how everything is gone. But no one's trusted. Nothing is off the table. Everything still remains on the table. I mean, it's just this case has been everywhere. I mean, and it based on that, it's you don't want to overlook anything that's happened because it's a possibility that they just missed their suspect. I really wonder how this would play out in court if Annie and Tommaso turn out to be involved, yet they've already been cleared. And if that happens, and let's just say we still have Sheriff Daniels, if that doesn't get him impeached, then nothing else will, because to me that'll prove that he literally single-handedly interfered with a federal investigation that's going on here. And if they don't impeach him for that, he's definitely not going anywhere because that's crazy. But that goes a long way because that could definitely impact the case. When they do decide to get in that court. But if once we make it that far, which I believe we will, once they get in that courtroom, that may play a big role, which I'm sure we know it will. But man, how does that work? He cleared them, yet let's just say the FBI picked up Annie and Tommaso. How does that play out? They've already been cleared. So if someone's been cleared, I guess somehow, some way that they could be uncleared. I guess. I mean, it's not like they're going to just let them continue on and be free, knowing that they have proof that they committed a crime. Cali Girl says, I don't believe A&T are involved. Dang. Yeah, it's true. I'm just throwing things out there, just for thought, DGK29 says Baiju's too political tonight. I'm so sorry. Have a good night. Much love. Thanks for tuning in. Marie says, don't think FBI cleared them, just banana. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. That is the thing. That's what's crazy. I mean, I don't know if that how that would I just don't know what that would mean, because I think as long as I think it would mean the same thing, because I think even if one or the other cleared Annie and Tommaso, I think it would still play out the same way as if they both cleared them, But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that's a really good question though. And it's just crazy how we just know this is gonna have a really crazy ending because of how everything is going right now. But there's just so many questions. Somebody mentioned it in chat earlier. They're like, I got 99 questions for Sheriff Nattles. I got that about the case. Yeah, I got too many questions myself to count. And I think that's what makes this case even so much more interesting is everything is a question mark. Simply no answers. Brown Eye says, funny how they cleared them after that perp video came out. Isn't that crazy? But from what I heard, I think the family did take a poly. I don't know if that's true. I don't think we've been able to prove that as a fact, but I think they actually did take that poly. But I guess who knows? Where does Crouch live? I don't know. I don't know where a lot of the neighbors live around here, to be honest, guys. I really don't. I would have to look at the house and then drive around and see if I can find it, which would be pretty easy. First house on the right after Nancy's. Crouch is next to Ellen. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. I think that's the people that flip me off. I mean, because that's the very first house on the right, unless there's another way to get to that specific house, which would be only like going up to the hill up there. But I think that might be the house. I don't know what Crouch drives, uh, but we were talking about. I think he was talking about how Crouch's house actually goes into Sue Ellen's property. Um, I think they've got like a garage or something that falls in the lines of her property, which is crazy. But other than that, I don't really know much of the neighbors around here. JLR would be the one because he was here day two. I was around day two, but I wasn't here hours. I would stop by like for 30 minutes and then leave. I just will get our lights on here. I don't think we're gonna have as many bugs out here as normal, guys. It's pretty windy. Wow, that was an interesting comment. James says no crime happened at Nancy's house. Huh. The night she went missing? I don't know about that. I think this is where the crime starts. But like CC Moore was saying that there's gonna be somewhere. T-Lin says, do we know for a fact it wasn't family that opened the back door looking for Nancy before law enforcement came? Interesting. Good question. And you know what's crazy? We had drones over at the time, but I mean, obviously people came here after that, so you still wouldn't know. But I haven't even looked. I should look at some people's old drone footage to just see how those doors were propped open. I want to see a picture again. I can't remember how far propped open those gates were, or I think it was the gate and one of the doors. I honestly, truly think the only reason that the doors would be propped open was for for easy entry and exit. Um, and I think one of those reasons was part of another one of those reasons was because it would be easy to take a body out or carry Nancy out dead or alive with the door being open. Why would you want to stop to have to open the door while carrying a person, guys? Just think about that for a second. Why would you want to stop to open the door while you're carrying somebody either fighting for their life or, um, you know, completely just gone or dead, or knocked out, however you want to think of, if you believe that she was sedated somehow, some way, whether that was knocking her out physically or, sedating her with something. I truly don't think that they were smart enough to do that, but for all I know, they probably were, considering how long they've gotten away with this already. So there could be that possibility where they knew how to sedate her, but I find it difficult to believe that because if that were the case, then she would have already been. Um, no, no, she would have had no blood. There would have been no blood on the front. I think if that was a part of the plan. Wouldn't you think? Just think about it. If someone was to sedate Nancy, why would there be blood on the front porch? Why would there need to be blood on the front porch if she's knocked out? So obviously she some at some point either tried to run away from the front door or she fought for her life. And that's part of the reason that things kind of went left and they had a difficult time. But I don't know. I just think that there's a big possibility that those back door or back gates were propped open s- for easy removal of Nancy. I think there's no reason why you would want to have to open the door while you're carrying a body or a person. It's difficult to not overthink it too when it comes to that thought that somebody just shared in the chat. They said the blood was planted and somebody said that that would be difficult to do, and I think it was McCollum. I love her, by the way. She's great. I think it might have been her who mentioned that it would be difficult to plant blood, but I don't think so. I think it would be easy to draw somebody's blood and put it in a container of some sort, squirt it out through like a needle, and also spray it out. Which I don't find that being difficult. Which let's just say they sprayed it out and that's why they think that there was aspirated blood. I think Dad's Gone, not Dad's Gone Live, I'm sorry. I think Criminal Network is live, by the way, guys. If you guys want to check out Criminal Network, he is live. I think I just saw that a second ago. Shout out Criminal Network. I think I will be here for a little bit longer here. I'll probably be here for about 30 more minutes or so. But like I said, guys, feel free to reach out through email. Let's keep the emails rolling in. I know I haven't been good about checking them on the live today, but I will get back to you. I check them as soon as I get off the live, and I try to reply to most of you guys. So feel free to reach out, and if you had a question or anything like that, feel free to leave me an email. There is so you would click more if you don't know how to do it. It's right under the title of the video. You'd click more and then scroll down and it would say contact Juice. So feel free. Just wanted to put that out there. Guys, we have reached 2,000 likes. Thanks to you guys. My goodness. Crazy. Insane. Shout out everybody tuning in tonight. Guys, it's been a wonderful, wonderful stream tonight. Thanks to you guys. Brown Eye says, congrats, Juice. Hey, thanks. I appreciate that. Dr. Brucato, he's great. Teresa says, inside job, Nancy never made it home. Yeah, and that's what the lady said, that she came by. And, well, the lady that came by earlier, she says that they think it was an inside job, the lady and a couple other folks. And I can't remember if I caught her name or not. I don't think I did, but shout out to who stopped by. They said they watched the channel, and she also said it was an inside job. So, yeah, I think that's a big possibility. I truly believe that. That's one thing. If you ask me what I think, that based on what happened, I would agree that, I think the same thing. Haven't heard anything move, guys. It's getting real dark out here. There hasn't been any mouse as far as I've seen. We'll see if we get any mouse running around out here, but pretty quiet night. I haven't seen much activity. I haven't seen the there's a bug, what's it called? The tarantula. Haven't seen that either. It's like a pretty peaceful night. Matam Tam says, how would the family not be involved if it's an inside job? Good question. I don't know. But I truly think even if they're not involved, and well, that would not make them involved. I think with them being involved, which because I have doubts. I believe they are and I don't, but I just think that they know who this may be. Even if they weren't involved, I think that there's a chance that they know who it may be because they know who their friends are. They know who they've came across that was suspicious, you know? So it would be much easier for them to narrow it down than law enforcement narrowing it down. It's going to take more time. But the only one that has access to, let's just say they did, it was somebody that they encountered on social media. They're the only ones that can go and check that type of stuff because it was them. It was obviously revolved around them. So I don't know. That's just my thought, though. We don't know. So all we can do is speculate for now. Chris Lynn, thanks so much for the $50 super chat. She says, thank you for being at Nancy's, man. Thank you for being here with me, Chris Lynn. And I truly appreciate all the love and support. You supported the channel a lot. And I truly appreciate it. Thank you. Wow. Insane. Chris Lynn, much love. C93 says, you said you were going to share some big news with us. No, I said that I might be able to share it today, but it wasn't big news, guys. It wasn't nothing you guys were missing. It was just something interesting that somebody brought up. And, but it kind of revolves around what's been going on anyway. So after thinking about it, it's like not even worth even getting you guys excited because it was one of those things where I needed to give it a little bit of thought. And to me, after thinking about it, it really wasn't much to really share. Hey, good memory though. Good freaking memory. But yeah, I don't really. It's nothing to really share, guys. After thinking about it, but it was something interesting to bring up, I guess. We'll light up the memorial site real nice with that little light there, and we'll set up the tripod here so we can kind of hang out and talk for a little bit longer here before I get out of here for the night. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna stand this tripod up real quick so I don't have to keep taking you guys down a ring around the rosy loop. Love this tripod. This is such a great tripod. It really is. So easy to use. Hope I don't lose y'all though. I'm kind of in a terrible area signal wise, but I think we're okay. So if I'm not back here tomorrow, folks, I'll probably be back out here on Saturday. But I'm looking forward to spending the rest of the week coming out here and possibly going to the sheriff's station. It would probably be a good idea to go out to the sheriff's station tomorrow rather than going down there on a Saturday because he's not going to be in office anyways on the weekend, like a lot of people are saying in the chat. Let me get my hotspot on, guys, so I can see where my girlfriend's at to catch up, so I know what time my ride is gonna be here. It was almost like the mics just disappeared out of nowhere. They're nowhere out here. At least we haven't heard them yet. Juice, why is Nancy's light on? What light? There's no lights on. No lights on out here at Nancy's. Yeah. See, now you got me looking. Now you got me wondering if there's any lights on, but I don't see anything. Nothing on. I would get up and out of there now that it's dark. We don't need you to disappear. Come on, man. Why would you say that while I'm here? Dang. We're good. We're chilling. We're hanging out. We're good. I usually leave closer to around this time, guys, so I won't be here too much longer. Don't sweat it. Yeah, so she said she'll be here in the next like 20 minutes or so. So we're good. We're good. We're chilling right now. I think she said she's on the way. So we're all good, folks. Don't worry about it. We're good. Thanks to you guys. I got my safety vest on too. Thanks to y'all buying me a safety vest on the Amazon. I got that too. Pull up the chat. Like a freaking big old bug. Get away. Trying to pull up the live. I don't know if you guys can see the reflection. It's trying to see if my jacket is reflecting. I guess it's really not. but it should be. Guess it's not really reflecting. Oh well. Proud Eye says moonwalk. Y'all want to see the moonwalk again? We already did the moonwalk. Guys, I'm not a good dancer. I hope you know this. Where did you see the car? Maybe it's those two lights. What two lights? I'm so confused. It will when car light hits you. Yeah, it will, Lily, I'm sure. Rah, 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 here we go. Bugs, watch out for the mice. I know. I'm looking behind me right now. I don't see any mouse. I don't know. It's not like it's like they're not even out here tonight. It's kind of weird. Got a car coming. Drop my power pad there. Put this back in my pocket here. Oh, I like that neighbor. Dropped it again. Yeah, that neighbor was cool. I like that guy. He stopped by the other day, and he took his sign. That was the one that where this kind of all started because he was one of the first ones to put that a sign up. So, Melissa says, "Get it together, Juice." Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. What light is he talking about? I'm so confused because there's absolutely no lights on. The only lights that you see on is my light on the memorial site, and then there's a light surrounding the memorial site that are like solar power. What is that? It's like the ugliest, weirdest bug ever. And he keeps like flying around here. It's weird. He must want my light. That's what it is. I think it's like a fly. Why would a fly be out here at night? Inside, not memorial. I don't know what you're talking about here. We'll move around a little bit. But I'm so confused because there's no lights at all. I took a photo. What your email? It's in the description. So if you want to look in the description, um, you'll see my email. It'll say contact Juice in the email. Sorry, and the email. So if you want to check that out, you're more than welcome to do that. Send that email. Interesting. Car easing and slowing by. Maybe they were just trying to see who I was or just passing by. Maybe they're watching the channel. I don't know. Left front door, Juice. All right, we'll walk down here because I have no idea. Look at that light. Wow, it just travels even in the air. Yeah, I don't know what light you're talking about, but we'll walk over here. Said go by Nancy's door. We saw a light in the house. Okay, let's go over here. Let's walk on over here. There's no light. So I'll turn off my light and then we'll see if we can see anything with the light off. Hold on. Nah, no light at all. Bro, it is so dark. It amazes me every time to see how dark it is. Like, you have to have a flashlight. I would not walk through this neighborhood without a flashlight at all. At all. I mean, it just kills me every time, and it's hard to not think about that. Like, it is just so dark. Sorry, that just came to mind out of nowhere, like, as it does every single time I'm out here at night. It's just it amazes me every time. I can't believe these people enjoy that. But no light, folks. I'm taking my light off just so you can see one more time. My light on the house, off. On the house and off. Someone says it's a timer. We'll stick around right here for a second and see if anything pops up, but I'm pretty certain that there's not a light that went on and off. I guess if you're into stargazing, hello, darkness, my friend. People keep saying that the full moon helps the light on the reflect the sign, but it's the night vision in the camera that lightens those things up that reflect in the dark, or that reflect off light, not in the dark. I'm sorry, that reflect off light. But again, we're just sitting here, just waiting on a light to pop up. Oh God, this nigga came around the corner, crazy. What? What? Slow down. Jesus Christ, scared the crap out of me. She came around the corner like she was freaking drifting. Light was on, Juice. We've been seeing this many, many weeks. Huh. So you guys are saying that the light was on tonight, though? Because I haven't seen a light on at all. That car just came so crazy around the corner right now. That was odd. Like if she was and that's a no outlet. So she must have been like leaving home or something. But that was crazy. I wish y'all would have saw that. I was like, is she about to? I thought she was like coming right for me, gonna run me over. Literally, that was my first thought. I was like, dang. I don't see a light, folks. I'm waiting though. Uh, I saw a light come on near the casita, but I didn't see a light ever come on over here. Um, but she does have those floodlights, but I don't know if there are any in the front. I think there have been one floodlight on the side that we're actually on, but I've yet to see any lights go off on this side. Jennifer says it was on. That's crazy. It was your light shining from up the hill that made it look like a light, but it wasn't. Not Sue Ellen, just around the corner. No, I thought it was uh, somebody else. I didn't think it was Sue Ellen, but that was crazy. But guys, it's literally pitch black and there's no light. So I think, yeah, it might have been the reflection of mine, like someone's saying in the chat, because I don't think so. Just check your stream when you go home. But at what point in time? So check it when I was going down the hill, correct? Go back to the flowers and shine it on the house. You see a reflection. Yeah, but that's the window. The window reflects. You can see the window's even reflecting from here with my light. So I mean, it's not a light. You see the window reflecting? You see that? You can see my light in the window. It's us. It's not light coming from the house. So at a certain point in time, and it's kind of difficult for me to show you this. You see that? That's me. It just looks like there's a light coming on inside of the house, but it's not. Hey, good night, Nana. Thanks so much for stopping by and tuning in. Much love. This is why we have so many Mr. Directed and confusion about what happened. What did I miss? Yeah, it happens, folks. That's how the cases go. There's always some um, misinformation and whatnot. So this is how things go. But goodness. All right, I'm gonna put my tripod up because I know I'm not gonna be here too much longer, guys. I'm gonna keep it down, keep it from standing up here. We'll just leave it all the way up. We'll just carry it around for now, since we're kind of moving around out here anyway. Almost there, folks. Give me 1 second. All right, cool beans. Sorry, folks. Misty Haynes needs to get off of JLR. Oh, come on, Johnny. Hey, the love is real. Hey, let her do what she wants to do. She's grown. She's a grown lady, and you love who you love. I think it's cool that she's always on JLR's channel, and she's kind of sending a message through Nancy for her father as well. You know, I think they had a big loss with their father, her and her sister. And it's I think it's cool that she's able to support JLR and Ted and whoever else she decides to support. Blood did look planted. I don't know. It's hard to say, guys, with the blood. It really is. I mean, to me, if it really looks like it's really like from someone that was there that was bleeding. I feel like that would be like really super efficiently plan. Like, I mean, that you would have to plan this so well if you planning on doing that. That's crazy. And what reason would they plant Nancy's blood there for? What? I mean, I guess to make it look like she was kidnapped by someone else. I guess, but I mean, I don't know what I don't know what reason that would be for exactly. Besides them trying to confuse the FBI, and it seems like they did. They've confused us all, but that would be really, really well planned if that was the case. I mean, that's really like predicting how this is going to go. And it's almost like that's what it seems like. It seems like that this person predicted how this was going to go based on what they did. And it went every bit. It's so far, it's gone every bit of a way in favor of the actual perp. So that's just crazy to me. It literally has gone every bit of way that it seems like they made tried to make it look like they wanted it to go if it was actually cased and planned, the way it's going. But I don't think so. I think like some people are coming out and saying is this person is just super, super lucky right now. But they definitely went about it as if, you know, like they really knew what they were doing. which is crazy. Nayeli, I think that's the name. I hope I said that correctly. Thanks so much for the $50 super chat. She says maybe Nancy was about to leave all her grandkids at trustees of her property, as trustees of her property, and split all her savings between the grandkids, but a certain someone believed they deserved it all since them and their child are the poorest, in my opinion and theory. Yeah. And I think that's one thing that makes it difficult to overlook Annie and Tommaso because of their lack of income. So I mean, until it's proven that it's someone else, that's the only thing that's going to stop people from believing it was Annie and Tommaso. But I think it'll still go on even once we discover that they have nothing to do with it. If that's what it comes down to, I truly think that people are still going to go on to think that Annie and Tommaso had something to do with this for forever. This is probably something that they're going to have to live with regardless. But who knows? Who knows? But I think in due time we'll figure it out. I truly feel like we're going to crack this case at some point in time. I think as time goes on, us learning the picture and learning more things about the video that we're seeing, not just the picture, but just the actual footage. I think as time goes on, we continue to dig other things up that we see in the video, and that's helping us paint some type of profile of this guy based on what to even like simply what to look for based on how he looks. Because there's been a lot of probable suspects that we thought we came close, but at the end of the day we didn't. It seems like everyone looks like the perp at this point, but I think that's also helping us learn certain things to pay attention to when we compare this person to try to figure out if that's the person to people that we come across. There are so many church services for peak's sake. Yeah, we can't even get the time right on the church service. I'll do some research tonight and we'll look it up. But guys, I want to thank you guys for stopping by and tuning in. Much love. I appreciate all the love and support. I'm going to try to take to live tonight. We'll see. Um, Maybe we could try to see if we can bring that video to life or something. I don't know what we could really do tonight. Besides one thing I did kind of want to do tonight is maybe just take some late night phone calls. So if you're interested in having a conversation on the phone about the case, hey, come share that with me tonight. But thank you guys so much for being here. As always, I'll stay live until I make it out of the neighborhood. It's your boy, the Juice, and my name is Troy Bradshaw. And I'll see y'all at the next one, folks. Put what in there? Yes. What is it? Oh yeah. Uh, that's fun. Then I'll take this. Good night, everyone. Hope you guys have a good night. It's Friday tomorrow, so if you got the weekends off, hope y'all enjoy y'all 2 consecutive days off. I don't usually work weekends, so one more day for us that are free during the weekends from work at least. I don't know what that was. That Phil? hungry, thirsty. I'm bringing that ice chest tomorrow that Susan got because that thing would have been real good to have today. Mel says, "What's with all the dashboard lights? The dashboard lights amount to broke. That's what that means. Okay, that's very easy. That's a very easy question to answer. You know that. Hey, much love, fairy tale. Yeah, at this point, we might not even make it out of the neighborhood because we have no gas, as you can clearly see. Now we're gonna get some gas, folks. Hey, much love, TS, KP. Anytime. Cali Girl says, I believe they use luminol, SP, once not, 6 times with Nancy thin skin. Trying to read that real quick. I wouldn't be surprised if there was blood there. I left. I have left blood at my daughter's car store for the same reason. So confused. Is luminol something that they would have used? You're saying to sedate Nancy? Ramon says, "So what you asking for? Gas money now? No, I'm good. I don't need gas money. I'm okay. I got gas money, man. Come on." So it was a joke. Someone was asking about some asking about the lights. So luminol is to show blood. Interesting. I've never heard of that. I think they chloroformed her, but I didn't even catch that. Hold on, I can't even read it. Caliform? Is it chloroform? Never heard of that, Sue. Oh, I think somebody mentioned that when they. I guess if they put something over your nose and it pretty much instantly puts you to sleep. Yeah, I mean that's possible, but going back to what I said earlier, if she was sedated, then what would the blood be for? What would they need to put the blood there for? Or why would there be blood there? Unless they did just put the blood there to distract the FBI somehow, some way. But I don't know. For whatever reason, something tells me that they would have known that that blood was either planted or it actually came from somebody's body. Well, we know it came from somebody's body, but directly from somebody's body on the ground to make it make sense. But yeah, I mean, I don't think so. I don't think they sedated her at all. The blood could have been there for days. Yeah, but we know it wasn't because on the video of the perp, there's no blood at that point in time. So we know that that led up to sometime after that video. I think that part is a telling point for when that blood got there. So I'll read my emails right now, guys. I'm gonna end it here. So thanks so much for tuning in, folks. I'll catch y'all a little later on later if I have the energy to go live and take some phone calls, which I'm sure I will. So catch y'all on the next one. Y'all have a good night.